Rain on me. Rain on me, Lord, help me grow. Rain on me. Clean my spirit, feed my soul. I'm pouring spirits, so he use me like I'm chump change. Ain't pouring spirits, he flow through me, he just pouring rain. Lay my chains in that water, hit that blue grave. Heard your voice in Memphis, how my oldest got his name. Hey, hey, Father, take me back. Psalms 1 in the morning, meditating fast. How you don't know what you driving, but got something fast. See my brother's life change when that whip crash. I got whiplash, where the spirit got my head turning. Time to pit trash, if I wanna serve, I Jesus serve him. It's a flash, when he coming back, what's your purpose? It's a mismatch, turn the earth flat, Kyrie Irving. Rain on me, rain on me, Lord.
Alright, what is good?
Rain on me, clean my spirit, feed my soul. Rain on me, rain on me, Lord, help me grow. Rain on
Happy Tuesday. Welcome in, welcome.
Clean my spirit, feed my soul.
Rain on me like you did in the past, and you making it last. Better with you out living on glass. Don't going back, I never thought I'd make it without. Out to the same watch out. Like what is we talking about? Chilling with God and he working it out. Do it for you, I can't do it for
let's
clout.
do it.
The message stressing me out. Like,
Welcome in, everyone.
We up, following God, I'm making it out. Rain on me, rain on me.
Alright, welcome. Z Gamer in the building, Prophets Pilot is here, Only Bands in the house. Let's get it, let's get it.
Rain on
What up, Vicky? Clubhouse, up.
Rain on me, Lord,
FX Champs in the building.
Rain on me.
Let's go. What up, Q? What up, Wokey? NK Capital in the house.
Rain on me. Rain on me, Lord, help me grow.
I think we're good. Y'all ready to rock and roll? Let's do it. Welcome in. Welcome in, G's. I hope you guys are doing good. Welcome back to another New York session. And let's see if we can run up a bag here today, yeah? What do you say? What do you say? Let's see if we can run it up. All right. Dang, Maychuck in the building. There he is. There he is, loud and clear. What's up, Ryder? What up, Vivian Young? Good to see y'all. OGH in the building. There he is. There he is. What up, Vicky Forex? All right, T. Callahan in the house. Hey, did that money hit? That's the question. Did the money hit yet, T. Callahan? We got more payouts and more payouts coming. Let's go. OGH, how you feeling, big dog? Welcome in, brother. Welcome in. What's up, Tyler? What up, Benjamin? The Benjamin man, yeah. Captain, what's good? What's good? All right, I think we're good. Let's do this, man. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Great to see y'all. Great to be back. It's another day for us here. So it should be pretty good. Should be a great day. And overall, I think we are just about ready to rock and roll. Who's signing me out of Zoom here, man? What's up? What's going on here? All right, I think we're good. Clubhouse, how you guys feeling? Everyone good? Welcome in, welcome in. What's up, Jake? Mr. Lopez in the house. What is good? What is good? Let me just fix some things over here on my other monitor, my Clubhouse Zoom session. There it is. Perfect. All right, cool. Well, why don't we pray real quick, gang, and then we will begin. Super grateful to be here, so let's just give some thanks here, and let's begin, all right? Let's do it. All right, God, we thank you for this another day, another opportunity to be together. Lord, we pray that you would just cover this stream with blessings on blessings on blessings. We thank you for every lesson shared today. I pray that it would go towards helping somebody grow or refocus or move closer to the life that you call them to. Remove any sort of confusion, bring in clarity, and we thank you for the blessings on our path, and we give you the glory. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen. Let's do it. Let's do this. It is another day here for us, my friends. It is the 19th of May, and it's another day, another opportunity for us to be patient, to be disciplined, to stick to the plan, right? The plan that has brought us profits all year long, yeah? And last year and the year before, and, you know, don't grow weary in well-doing. Don't grow weary in following your plan. A lot of times we get all caught up in one moment or one day, or somebody says something, or maybe a bill got rejected and you didn't have enough money in your account, and it just does something in you, and that just automatically has you revenge trading, overthinking, overtrading. I want you to sit in the pocket here. You got to stay composed in life, especially when the pressure is on. So if anyone's got the pressure on, which it should be all of us, all of us should have some pressure on, right? To continue to go out, continue to be the best versions of ourselves and all that we can be. So lean into the pressure. Don't fold, stay composed, and let's take this one day at a time together, all right? Cool. All right, I think we're good. Let me know about the music, and I think we can begin our day here today. What do you guys think? What are you guys thinking? Clubhouse, talk to me. How's the music sounding? If it's good, I think we're good to go. Yeah? Okay, let's talk about it then. Today's the 19th of May. It's Tuesday, so a little bit lower. All right, just a little bit. All right, that should be good right there. All right, let's talk about it. It is, again, 19th of May. It is Tuesday. We do have some CAD news coming out here in just a few moments, but nothing too crazy on the U.S. dollar here today. You're going to have this orange folder a little bit later, but that'll be at 10 a.m. and nothing too impactful, right? So nothing too crazy going on. You will have CPI here on the CAD, though, in just a moment. So that should actually bring some volatility into the market, and maybe we can capitalize on that here. So let's dive into the technicals. Let's run through a fresh top-down analysis. Let me get rid of my ranges from last night, and let's get to work here. Payouts, faster payouts, yeah, blah, blah, blah. All right, cool. All right, let's get rid of this. Let's move over to the daily time frame. Let me get the Clubhouse chat over to the side here, and let's run a fresh top-down analysis here on gold. So very interesting here. Very interesting. So let's talk about yesterday, or let's just talk about the last couple days real quick. Notice that we had that range up here, right? That we kind of broke out of with this candle. We ended up moving all the way down, filling the entire range there. I think it was on Thursday or Friday. Friday's candle ends up filling the entire range, right? Coming down into these supports. We did tap into that level, right? With this candle here, tapped into that support. Next candle opened up, drove down, broke the lows, which was yesterday, end up pulling back up, closing bullish above the range here, right? So as of right now, we have a support that has been formed on the daily time frame. You have a brand new candle, right, that had broke the highs way earlier and now starting to come back down for a steeper bottom wick here. So we'll see. Could this be the bottom wick for price to start pushing up, breaking the highs and filling the range here, maybe coming into an area like this? I see some other stuff over here, right? Maybe coming into this area right here for a beautiful daily pullback, right? That would be amazing. Or what we can see here today is, we talked about this yesterday too, is just the momentum, right? The downward momentum here may just shift this daily candle after breaking the highs to come down here, close below the range, and then look what we have in front of us now, right? If we close below that range here today, then we have all this clean traffic over here to the left that we could begin to take advantage of when it comes to tomorrow's daily candle. So could we get a breakout? Are we going to push up? What is the story here, gold? Let's move down to a lower time frame so we can start to unravel that story a little bit. But keep in mind, we are bullish. We did close at support, right? And if we re-break that daily high, we should get a push up into like 46.50 here. So let's take a look at the 4 hour. It seems like the 4 hour is having some trouble here, right? So 4 hour doesn't really know which way it wants to go. I think you can see here, very confused, right? So you have this range, you got a support here, you got a resistance, you got fake outs from both directions, right? You got one fake out down here, where we see here one fake out, or actually probably two fake outs, right? Sitting right there. So we tried to catch the sells last night in Asian off of the rejection of the 4 hour, but we just got zero setup to do it with. So ended up just waiting there, but price did end up moving down. Look at this. We did move down with no top wick there. So very high probability that if we now have rejected these lows, tapped into that support one more time, if we can start breaking highs here, you know, most likely this 4 hour candle can come back up, retest the highs, and then give that candle a top wick, right? That guy right there. So we'll see. We'll see. Let's go down to the 1 hour. Let's see what that's looking like. I haven't really seen much of price action today. So 1 hour candle, previous candle closed bearish. We do have a support here on the 1 hour. Excuse me. It looks like we did close right at support. So 1 hour is working on some bullish ideas here. 30-minute also kind of moved bullish here. So it looks like we have, yeah, look at that. It looks like we have a perfect opportunity now. So we've got a range here. We've got clean traffic to the downside right here, right? We've got decently clean traffic to the upside, I could see us kind of pushing straight through that level and moving on up, especially if that 4-hour candle wants to go, and especially if that daily candle wants to begin to move back bullish today, right? Potentially flip bullish here and make a little bit of a run. So 30-minute looks good. We've got price trapped. Let's take a look at that 15-minute time frame. Looks good on the 15 as well. Very, very clean range coming down today, right? Would love to maybe see some signs where we can come down here on price. But overall, you are looking pretty good to the upside as well. You got a pretty decent range here. Let me measure that real quick. It's about 130 pips. So if we can get some sort of closures above this range here, then we can look towards that 120 pip destination and see if we can get a piece of that today. So that is pretty much what I'll be looking for. Leaning more towards the buys, just because the 4-hour is technically bullish, kind of rejecting support. Daily's also bullish. So the sells have amazing potential, but technically I need to be leaning more towards the buys here because that's what the story is kind of telling. So let's see if we can get a closure above, and if we can do that, whether it be probably off the 1-hour candle right into this 9 a.m. High volatile time. So let's see how we do here. We got a 30-minute candle that just opened. You close below the range, so nothing really we can do at this point. Let's sit tight. Let's wait and see how this candle closes, and then we can go from there. But it should be a pretty interesting day for the most part. You got a lot of clean range. It's just, you know, even the zone here, right? Although this was very choppy, price has now kind of pushed down very nicely, right? Pushed up very nicely, and now this could also become a tradable range, right? Now that those candles have kind of, you know, moved through and cleared the way. So kind of look at it like this now. If you see, there's been a lot of rejection prior to this, but now the clean ranges, right? The move has been made and the clean ranges are now there. So if you do get some sort of signs, right, that we want to either take buys or sells, right? Maybe we come down, do something like this, and we want to look to take the buys from down there, right? We can do that in this range because, again, these candles have kind of paved the way for us where we're not really in that much chop at the moment, where if you got volume coming in, you can bank on that clean traffic to the left. So yeah, we'll see what happens, but that's the range that we've got for now, and this is my plan, and I'll be sticking to it. Yeah, that's it. What do you think, Philippe? What do you think? Sim Z, how we feeling? Welcome in. So yeah, I would hang tight. 30-minute closures look great here. Again, we are so clean to the downside, so clean to the upside. We just got to wait for the right opportunity. So most likely going to be looking for a breakout here today, and if we can get that breakout, that would be fantastic. Even if this can happen too, nice little pullback, right? Because our nearest support is down here. So if we can get a nice little pullback, aka a bearish candle, then follow that one up by the bullish candle, that would actually be best. So then we have, again, a brand new support. We have a clean breakout. We have nice clean range to the left hand side. We'll have a playbook set up. We'll also have volume coming in during this hour. So doesn't get much better than that. So we'll see what happens. Beautiful stop loss area right down here below all those wicks, and yeah, that looks pretty good. So we'll see what happens. We'll see. How low can you go? All right. Started today with a little notebook. Oh, let's get it. Nah, man, you're just obsessed. You're just wacky. You're just a wacko, man. See, a lot of people sleep on this, and that's because they've never studied the subconscious mind. So anybody who has not studied the subconscious mind is looking at this like, what a waste of time, right? But they don't realize that the subconscious mind is powered through repetition and emotion, right? Repetition and emotion. If you guys have been programmed a certain way and you're really not liking that program, write those two things down: repetition and emotion. So it's about really speaking it, thinking it, writing it, right, as many times as you possibly can, and throughout the day and whatnot, and then really tying some sort of emotion to it, whether it be leaving a job, or whether it be getting out of debt, or maybe it's retiring your mom, or maybe it's you know, buying a home where your kids can actually run around in the front or the backyard. Like, tie emotion to that. Visualize those kids laughing and giggling and smiling, right, as they run around in all this space that you've got them, because you've manned up, right, and womaned up and became a profitable trader. Tie emotion to that stuff. Don't just write it down, but really, really understand that all you have to do is repeat it over and over and over again, my friend, and likely you will start to act, right, in that manner, right? All of a sudden, if you say, hey, man, I'm not a smoker, all of a sudden, you know what? Next time you go lighten up a cigarette, you're like, do I even want to do this, right? And time after time after time, slowly, you'll be disgusted by the cigarette, and you'll be like, yeah, I quit cigarettes. No surprise. Look what you've been saying. I've been thinking gold's been having some horrible price action, but the way you explain it, it's like candles talk to you, and so simple. Everything sounds amazing. Yeah, you know, again, I think one of the big things of me is I don't want, need, or care for a trade today. Do I want to run up a bag today? Yes, if the playbook comes, right? Like, if a setup shows up, I want to make money. But other than that, I'm just here and observing and, you know, waiting for that type of opportunity with no sort of, you know, prerequisite, no sort of goal, nothing, you know, just freely here, right, to see if anything falls into my lap today. And that's every day. Yes. Yeah, you do the Bart Simpson, bro. I'm telling you, the Simpsons tries to tell you everything. What up, Simsy? How you feeling? What's up, Roberto? How are you, brother? Welcome in. You got the delay? How much delay you got? How much delay are we looking at today? Another day, another delay. It shouldn't be that bad today. It shouldn't be that bad anyway. Any day, even if it was delayed. Sheesh. The fact that you have a teacher is just insane. Even if it was 10 minutes delayed. Yo, Arrow Sassy in the house. 20 seconds? Refresh. Try again. Definitely not 20 seconds. I already did it on my end. It was about 4 seconds. Yeah. Yo, welcome, Simo. Let's go. Let's get some big payouts. Some big Simo payouts. How much delay you got? A lot. Hey, yo, YouTube, how much delay you got? A lot. I got about 4 seconds on my end. Clubhouse, how much delay you got? They already answered. Hey, honestly, the fact that you just have some guy up here educating someone that just decided to go all in on trading and lock it in and just go public for people to learn. I mean, who cares, right? If it's a 5 second, 10 second, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, like I said, if I was in the crowd, you know, I'd be like, I'd just be happy to learn. Just be happy to learn. But I'm not gonna lie. I was like you guys too. You guys ever watched a stream, and then like all of a sudden you noticed that you were like 30 minutes behind, and like we had already been, like, anyone ever do that? You paused it by mistake, or maybe you went back a little by mistake. Yo, next thing you know, we're closing partials. Yeah, I feel like I've done that a few times. Yeah, Raja's stream, he'll be sitting there. I'll just be listening to him talk about something. Then I realize, oh my God, I'm 20 minutes behind on the stream. So fast forward it real quick, just in time for the trade. How do I deal with trade and boredom? I read these funny questions in the chat, and we just have a good time. Yeah, so you guys help me not get bored. Started the live stream so that way I don't have to be so bored, you know, as a trader. But you know, you could do anything in this system. You really don't need to stare at the markets 24/7. So like if I'm not live streaming, I'll be honest, I'm looking at this and then I'm walking away for 17 minutes, right? Because if you look over here, the candles will actually tell you when they're going to close. So I know that I'm not touching a trade for 17 minutes, right? So I can if I'm not streaming right now, I can go hang out with the kids, talk to my wife, do whatever, right? As long as I understand, okay, in 15 minutes, right, let me go back and let me see if I've got a closure, right? And if I don't, then I already know, okay, I'm probably not going to take a trade for another 15 minutes. So at that point, I got time, you know? So you don't have to be so obsessive and, you know, be staring at the markets all the time to the point where it, you know, gives you FOMO or makes you get into trades. A lot of times that's why we try and talk to y'all, right? So we can keep you out of the trading, right? When there's no good trades and try and distract you and, you know, talk about all these things where it's like we're really trying to save you from any sort of revenge trading or just bored trading is, you know, that's one of the reasons why we're here. Looking out for a breakout? Yes. Yeah, ideally if we can get this candle here to close bearish first like I drew up earlier, that would probably be best, right? This one right here, some sort of a bearish closure, and then the bullish candle closure. And then that'll be the 1 hour candle closing above the range there. So yeah, and then again, like now we have new support, great stop loss placement, closure above, 4 hour bullish, daily bullish, 1 hour bullish, 30-minute looking like this, 15 closing above, right? Clean traffic to the left, high volume, bam. Bam. Boom, right? And that's it. And that's it. And then we're out of here. And then we're out. Done for the day, right? The problem is you guys keep going back in and back in and back in and back in. And the market's just like, gobble, 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 gobble. Give me that back. Give me that back. Give it back. You're like, no. I knew I should have just been one and done. And I know Nick said 1 to 2 trades a day. I got to start listening to that. Yeah, you do. You do have to start listening to that, man. Time's ticking, brother. Right? The time is ticking on your dreams, right? You gotta just start, you know, start today. Missed the trade, saw the candle close in 20 minutes, forgot to come back, realized 30 minutes. Yeah, set the timer, you know, I mean, hey, that's on you. You know, that's on you as the owner of the trading business, you know. You got 17 minutes. You better make sure you're back in 15. You know? That's just how it goes. You know, it's like lunch break. You know, you get a 30-minute lunch break and you better be back. You know, none of us have a problem doing that. Well, I kind of did, but none of us have a problem getting back to work on time, right, with lunch. But, you know, I missed the closure. How? It was an opportunity to make like $500. You know, so once you become more aware of it, you'll be good to go. It's like you missed it. That was the opportunity to make more in a day than most people make in a week. All right. There'll be another one. Yeah, set a timer. Do whatever you guys have to do. Timers. Yeah, whatever works. Did I take any trades today? I have not. No, I have not taken any trades. Nothing in Asian either. Try to get a hold of this move in Asian, but 4 hour then opened up with no top wick and just, yeah, wherever that was. Yeah, so had a couple orders set in Asian last night, but nothing that got activated. But we're looking good. I mean, we're in this tough area at the moment. We've been kind of struggling through here for a while now. So all through London, it looks like we kind of just came right back down. But this is good. This is good. We need a nice support here. So you see a lot of wicks over here to the left, right? Right in here. Yeah. So a nice support somewhere down here would be great. And then that closure above, that would really help us out here. So we get that 4 hour candle moving bullish, the daily candle starting to move back up too, and you know, all this clean range and whatnot. But you know, it's gonna be a tough range to be a part of here, so I wouldn't try and, you know, trade inside of it. We gotta wait. Most likely a dumb question, but how would the sells play out here? No, that's a great question. So, yeah, so I'm open for the sells too, man. I mean, look at this range over here to the left, right? I mean, look at that. That's just beautiful, right? That's beautiful right there. So if we can get down there, that would be awesome. And, I think we're going to need the same thing, right? Like, just like we need the buy, like for the buys, we want that bearish closure first. Like, if this candle comes all the way down, then we still want the exact same thing on the downside, right? So let's say this guy moves like all the way down, close above, back, like somewhere above that range. Then I would say, hey, we should probably wait for that bullish candle, right? Again, we don't really want anything to do with this range here. So who cares if price goes up or down through it, right? It's about the setup outside of it. So again, same deal here. Now, if you can get like something like this to where now you have a new resistance, right? You have a clean breakout. You have clean range over here to the left. Volume coming in, right? This would be nice here. So I'd be open to this, and I think this is the way I would need to see the sells set up in order for me to get involved in some sort of short position here today. But I'm totally open to it. I'm open to both buys and sells. It's just gotta make sense and line up with the plan. Yes, candles not looking good. That's things can change. Things can change real quick, as you guys have been experiencing in the markets. All of a sudden candles don't look good, and 45 minutes later you got beautiful ranges ahead of you. What's good, KCP? KCP. Johnny Gems, the man himself. The man, the myth, the legend. What it do?
Oh, my man, what's up, brother? How you
What
feeling?
it do? How you feeling? How you feeling?
I do everything, bro. I'm feeling amazing, blessed, and highly favored. Ready to be disciplined today to the rules that will produce edge.
Edge,
Hell yeah,
baby.
bro. Ready to do the job, man.
Yes,
Got one
sir.
job, one goal today, and that's just to simply produce my edge and follow my trading rules. If I do that, it's a W. It's a W regardless of the P&L. Yes, sir.
I'll be honest. I wish I had that mindset when I was 21. If I had that mentality at 21, holy moly, man, my got me stuttering. I don't even know.
Yeah.
Man, so imagine there's some grown men here that cannot even follow the plan, that come into the markets like hyenas, drooling, panting, and all that, right? And then you got this cool, calm, composed 21-year-old kid talking about, I don't even care if I take a trade today. My only job is to wait for the setup to show up. I'm going to be patient and wait for the edge, blah, 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 right? So it's like, man, you have to display that type of maturity in the markets. Otherwise, you will continue that revolving door, right? That revolving cycle of getting money, giving money back, getting money, giving money back. So that's the mentality you need.
100%, brother. Yes, sir. Ready to go all in here in these 20s, man. Committed to doing the right things. That's why you gotta be a long-term thinker, right? If you follow the process for a whole decade, man, where are you gonna be at the end of that decade, right? Like, screw where you could be at in 5 months, 6 months. Where can you be at in 2, 3, 5, 10 years, right? With all that consistent process and commitment in you.
Yes, sir.
It's hard to fail at that point, right? When you stack the odds in your favor and you just do the right things. Someone said, make it so hard to lose that it becomes easy to win. And doing that is literally stacking the odds in your favor with the right habits, right? And the right thoughts. So that's what we take care of, right? Like Nick says, process over profits.
That's
and
it.
when it's process over profits, that's when the profits come.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The Viking is here. How are you, Clinky? Welcome in.
Yes, sir. What's up? What's up,
man?
Johnny?
What's
What's
up,
Nick?
brother?
How you
Good to see y'all here.
doing?
How you doing? See you, brother.
See ya.
Let's get it. See ya.
Get
see
it.
ya. See ya.
See
ya.
ya. Have
Good
a
to
great
see
day
ya.
today, brother.
Yeah. All right, let's spotlight the boys.
Oh yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
How you feeling today?
Feeling incredible. Incredible. Johnny Gems looking like a new man out here. Looking like a new
It's the
man.
New York vibe.
Wow.
Let's get it.
Whoa.
Uh,
Holy. All right, let's get him up.
so,
New York done something to you, man.
yes, sir. In New
That's
York
that
for
cut.
New York
That's
session.
that fresh cut.
Jeez.
Where's Chino at? Is Chino here?
Yo,
Chino, where
check.
you at?
He says
Chino.
he's in here sometimes.
I know. I'm getting a little cut too today, man. It's been a minute.
Nice, bro.
It's been a
Yeah,
while.
Chino's the guy, bro. Shout out Chino with the fresh cuts.
Yes, sir.
But
Did I
Yo,
whip
it's
it
good
into him? Maybe. Maybe I mentored him a little bit. Maybe. You know, you
Oh, hell
gotta. The programming is real. You know, like even one thing you should do with your kids is just simply program them. One thing that I used to do when John was younger is it was simple, but I used to every time I walked away from him, I say, "All right, buddy, you're the man. You're the man. All right, you're the man. Hey, you're the man. Don't forget it. Hey, you're the man." You know, so I low-key programmed him, right? And I didn't need him to be like, "Yes, I am the man," right then and there, right? Same deal with my kids. Like, you know, I tell my kids that all the time, and it's not like they're gonna be like, you know what? Yeah, I'm the man, right? But it will start to line a programming, a default programming in the way that they begin to think throughout their future, right? And for some reason, they will just, you know, hold on to that subconsciously and end up doing some great things, right? And end up, if you say, hey, you're going to do great things, man. You're the man. You're going to do great things. You're the man. You're going to do great things, right? You don't need them to say, okay, I understand, right? Don't worry about that. Just keep saying it and keep saying it and keep saying it and keep planting, right? And all of a sudden, now look at him. I mean, the guy, I mean, that's, you know, just look at him. He's just, look at him. Look at him. Yeah, look at the haircut, you know, just come on. I mean,
Thanks,
21 years old, getting to the bag, setting things up, long-term investments. I mean, I
Yes,
wish,
sir.
boys.
Hands
I
in the
wish I knew
capital.
that.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you, man. That's so facts, bro. And it's exactly that, bro. The subconscious just hears it and it just goes into the program. Like, I just hear that, like, subconsciously. I can't even explain it, right? You just hear it subconsciously just from that constant repetition, right? That Nick said, and, you know, constantly said that stuff to me. So it definitely works, man. That the mind is like a computer, and what you tell it to do, it will do.
Bro, I never
It's wild.
forget when I started this programming, and again, it was just a project in a way, a science project, so to speak. And I remember he was just an average kid, you know. And I remember on the baseball team, I started teaching John about separation. I started teaching him about how, you know, most kids, they never practice, right? They just show up to the games, and, you know, they might have a little bit of gifted talent, but, you know, hard work beats talent, right? When talent fails to work hard. So I would teach them about separation. Not only would I teach them, I would show them, right? I would exemplify it, right? What it meant to observe and do the opposite and whatnot. So he caught on, and, you know, all of a sudden I started telling, you're the man, to teach him about separation and work ethic. And next thing you know, the kid was in the backyard taking swings before school, like 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm thinking, you know what? We're on to something here. What other 14-year-old kid is outside right now swinging the baseball bat before school, getting their reps in, believing they can do it, right? And, you know, it's no surprise that John went literally from the back of the class, right? This was the class. You had all the good players up here, right? John was a no name, right? Way back here. And just that alone, just that subconscious, belief and the work ethic and teaching him about separation, my guy moved himself all the way to the front. Literally, like got on the all-star team, ended up, I think, the first year you just got by. You know what? It's interesting too, because when you start putting in the work and you start speaking it into existence, for somehow, some way, right? The world just has a way of moving things aside for you, right? So what happened? Throughout that season before baseball started, John was putting in the work. It was even winter time, and he was out there swinging the bat, clearing the snow, you know, like just putting in the work. And I find it very interesting that when it was time for the All-Star to start that year, one kid couldn't make it. That year, this kid just happened to be going on a big family trip, right, in wherever they were going, and they needed another player. And guess who was called up? Guess who was called up? Yup, you got it, Johnny Gems. and now he's got his shot. You see how it works? You see how you speak it, you live it, you commit to it, and all of a sudden things start shifting in your way. Like a kid can't make it. You know, a normal kid that's usually on the team, he's got some vacation this year. He can't make it. So what happens? That opens the door, right? Everything in life happens for you when you co-create. So here comes the door now opening up, and then all he needed was a shot. And that shot he got, and, you know, ended up starting to become one of the best players on the team that year. The following year, he was a no-doubt pick. He was the #1 player in the league. He had, I don't even know how many home runs you hit in the regular season.
Led the league in home runs both years, yeah.
Led the league in home runs both years. Went from a nobody 2 years ago to all of a sudden the talk of the town, right? So you can literally go from zero to hero, from peasant to king in a matter of just a very short period of time when you understand the laws on how to use your mind and how to use, you know, your creative faculties that you have. Yeah. So
that's all it was, bro. That was a separation too, just using the resources that I had to live to create the life I wanted to live, bro. That's it.
Exactly.
Damn, bro, that's incredible.
Yep, and you can apply that into trading. You can apply that whatever it is that you're talking about in life. You know, for me, it was more business. It was more trading. For John, it happened to be sports early on, right? And like I had more of a natural gift for sports. I think my brother Joe as well. John had to work more for it, right? But at the end of the day, I think he ended up being better than any of us, you know, at the end of the day. But yeah, you got to work again when, you know, hard work beats talent when talent fails to work hard, right? At the end of the day. So you got to, you know, always speak it, put in the work, and wait for your opportunity, because the universe will move things around in your favor, right? To be able to step up and show up.
That's facts right there, my man.
Yep. Yeah. Little baseball.
Shout out Nick for the mentorship, man. And it just shows too, you get mentorship, right? You start applying the right mentorship and your life starts to change for the better. Start getting way better results and whatever it is.
Facts. You should see what I've done with some of these elite members and how they've been able to switch their mind and their mentality. And, you know, just, I mean, Magnus is one testimony, right? Where it's like totally different life now, right? Born again, so to speak. And it's just awesome. It's just awesome.
Really?
I mean, these are the things that Mr. V taught me, you know what I mean? And I want to, you know, the fact that you weren't in those rooms, I need to give you all that information. You know, I feel like it's my duty in life, because not many people were in those rooms. And I'll be honest, I don't even know if I deserve to be in those rooms, but somehow God did place me in those rooms and gave me those opportunities. And, you know, I'm here to bring that to you, right? Share those philosophies that have ultimately changed my entire life over time and, you know, got me to where I am today. And, you know, I'm day by day bringing it to you. All right. What do we got? So we're still in the range. We've got this level here. We're trying to see if we can get maybe some lower wicks or, I wanted to see a potential 1 hour closure there, but nothing. 4 hours still, you know, a little confused here. 30-minute closed bearish. Yes, I just got to wait. You know, either the closure above now looks great for the buys, or we're still waiting on those sells back below 34 here.
Yeah, we got a nice range now, so just time to wait.
Yep. Yeah, we got a real good range.
Very simple here.
Just have to wait.
Real good range.
So I like it. Keep it simple. Breakouts.
Okay. Sell gold now? Like right now? Like now? Now?
Like right now?
like not now, but right now. Like, you guys ever go to the South? There's now, and then there's right now. So like, which one?
Right now. Autofill. Little
NAS100 session. Yeah, starting 30 minutes. I agree. I think NQ after 9:30 is your best opportunities to trade. Let's take a look at the NASDAQ here. So we actually did end up closing bearish again. So we actually closed bearish below the range this time too. And it looks like you have a decent candle now, right? Coming down and, made a top wick and starting to come down. So we really want to see what's going on down here. Are we rejecting? What's the 4 hour showing us? Yeah, there it is. So you got some sort of support here on the 4 hour, right? Support sitting here. You really, I guess we can argue about whether or not that's a closure below. But, you're going to need a top wick, right? And then if you can break the lows again, that'd be pretty good. So let's find that support on the 1 hour, which there it is. Let's look left, little other area here. Let's take a look at that 30 minute moving up. Let's mark off that resistance here at 924. And I think that's our range here. So yeah, probably gonna need range 2 buys, although they look good, right? They're a little overextended too. So being that we're gonna go against the 4 hour, maybe some range 2 buys, and then maybe after 9:30 we'll see if we can break out of the range and go from there. So yeah, that's what I got. 9:02. Yeah, so we got time for NQ. Yeah, I agree. I think the NQ session should start around 9:45. It's anytime after the 9:30 open. Gold moves a lot different than the NASDAQ at 9:30. So that's why you'll catch me trading gold a lot during 9:30, but NQ not so much. Not so much. Call 25 pips. Nice job. Congratulations. I hope it was part of your plan. My plan is not to touch anything within this range here. It's a no trade range.
Nothing. That's been the no trade range since London.
Since Asian.
Bro,
almost.
that's
No trade
Oh
range.
yeah, since Asian too. I see.
That consolidation, man.
Bro,
We're
insane.
really trying to be a part of that.
So this just goes to tell us too, not that it's confusion, but it's okay for traders to be confused here. Because I won't know where we're going either right now. We won't know
The problem
until
is
we
being
get a confirmation candle.
Exactly.
Yeah, the
man.
problem is being confused and still entering. Like what?
Exactly, that's the problem.
Right?
The
It's
problem-
okay. You don't have to enter.
Exactly, man. But the problem doesn't lie in just being confused, because it's totally fine to be confused. That's why we got the plan here.
Exactly. Gives you understanding of what to do.
Yep.
And the range is so hard to trade, and that's why we wait for breakouts.
Man, when it looks like that, just stay out. That would save you so much.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will.
Yeah,
I
man.
put a
Play
visual.
defense.
I put a
There's
visual
some-
up there for y'all.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I get rid of
Green
FOMO right
zone, offense. Red zone, defense.
there. Yep.
Yes, sir, brother.
The problem
There's so
is,
many times that
as the session moves on, they get tired of waiting in the red zone. So the
Yep.
pressure begins to kind of boil, right? And again, if you're not a prepared trader, then you're an emotional trader. So when the big moments show up, to have that composure and have that discipline, you blow it because you're not prepared.
Yep.
Boom, 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 boom.
I think every day, for a matter of fact, doing nothing most of the time saves you from a loss pretty much every time.
Literally.
John is my older brother, yes.
Yes, sir.
Fire, bro.
Hey, Chad, I'm 21 years old with 40 years of trading experience, so let me know if you got
John, you taught Nick well.
Yeah,
yeah, fact.
I did.
Appreciate you, bro.
I got you. Man. Let me know if you have more questions.
He did. He actually did, though. He did. He allowed me to see like how the programming works, and how like it can truly be replaced. So he was actually like the first glitch I created, and now I'm working with my kids and all you guys. So now I know it works. Not only did it work for me, it worked for my mentors. Then I secretly casted it on John, and now it's like all about the kids and you guys.
Man, Chad, it's an honor to be Nick's first glitch here, man. Let's run it. Let's get more glitches here. Let's keep glitching the system.
Experiment zero. Yeah, experiment zero. Yeah, we call him Zero sometimes.
Experiment. Yeah. It could have went bad. It could have went amazing. It went amazing.
Facts. At least it would have happened to John though, and not you guys.
Yeah.
You should get that tag, John.
Got y'all, Chad. I risked my life to test the glitching here and how it works.
Apparently it works, man.
Yeah.
Goldie.
We do a little glitching. If you don't trade, you can't lose.
That's true, man.
I mean, facts. So
Yo, what
That's
up,
why I
Pablo?
tell people yo, Pablo's good, brother. That's why I tell people be aggressive with your patience and ruthless with your execution, right? Like be extremely patient, extremely selective. But bro, when that edge shows up, you gotta execute. You have no other choice. It's your you have to execute like it's your job. Because it is. Right? That's the problem. If you're so patient and you don't execute on edge, like nah, that's a problem, right? But if you're patient to only execute on edge, now we're talking.
Yep.
yep, true.
4 hour could want to fill. Yes, 100%. And we might be in for it. Let's see. What time we got? 9? Yeah, big push off the 1 hour open here.
Yeah, for real, man. Yeah. Wow, what a push there.
Where do we stream Asian? All the other streams go down in the clubhouse. Yeah, so we do them on Zoom.
Yes, sir. London Nation.
London,
Everything.
Asian, weekly
Okay.
webinars, all that. At least gold pick a side? Maybe. Lights, fire in the house. Let's go. How are you, brother?
What's up, brother?
Can't win either. Yeah, that's what I always say, you know, especially when traders struggle to put a trade on and struggle to execute when their setup shows. It's like, look, I mean, that's the only way you can make money, right? That's the only way that you can make money. You have to put trades on, but you have to only put them on when your opportunities show up, right? So again, we're not really chasing movement itself in the market. We're waiting for our setups to show up, and then the movement will actually make us money. But you know, so this could be someone else's move here, but it may not be your move, right? Just like when we get into a trade, or when I get into a trade, that might be my trader's move or my move, but another trader may, you know, sit out on that one, not because maybe they didn't understand, but they didn't have confluence, right, according to their system. So as long as you're following your system, following your own confluence, right, then you're good to go. But you can't just take trades just to take them, right? So as long as things line up, your job is to execute. Like here, we like sells, right? But nothing lined up for nothing in terms of confluence, right? In terms of our setup and entry showed up. It's not like we can't see price moving down, or it's not like we don't like we think price can only go up, right? It's not any of that. It's just a matter of getting your confluence to show up, right? And then go ahead and get involved.
Exactly, man. We're not just here to take trades. We're here to be patient and disciplined on the plan. And pure participation doesn't just mean more money. You know, we talked about it yesterday too, I think. So it was like more trades does not equal more money. It's just basically more exposure to risk. You know, you can lose more trades.
Exactly.
Yo.
And it really doesn't mean more money, right? It really does. I mean,
Not at
I
all.
can make more in one trade than someone can make in a month trading, you know, with 20 trades. I can make more than one trade, right? So it's like, it's not about more trades or any of that. It's about skill, capital, and then waiting for those opportunities.
Thanks.
It already showed up. Maybe your confluence already showed up. But all right, let's do a little trivia question. So if it already showed up, where was it and what was it? Only playbook though.
I'm curious too, though.
Don't give me, well, you know, I used the, you know, the RSI and that showed me a sign. I don't care about that, right? What I want to know is, where did my setup? So if you watch the stream, then you probably know a little bit about me and the way I trade. So tell me where. Where did it already happen?
I want to hear from that person, that individual.
Especially when I just mentioned that this is a no trade zone. So any candle, right, that's still in that zone is no trade. So where was an opportunity missed? Maybe some movement, but again, I don't care about movement, right? It's not movement that I'm concerned with. The market's going to move all day long, right? All day, every day. It's not movement that I'm looking for. It's setup and entry that I'm looking for.
Exactly. If just participating in the market would make someone money, we'd have a lot more millionaires here, you know?
It'd be that easy? Oh man, no.
Bro, it will be.
I'll tell everyone about it. Took a sell on gold based off previous 4-hour candle. Nice. What up, Jason? How are you, man? Did we get an answer on that yet? Let's see. No, figured that. Yeah, nah. Maybe your move showed up, right? But not my move. For me, the last setup that showed up on the 13th of this month, everything until then has been noise. Oh, I like that. Wow, 13th?
I like that, man.
Holy.
My
Hey,
My man, Austin.
I think we might have had at least one or two since then.
Man, Austin's disciplined.
Breakout. I don't see a breakout yet.
More like break in the range.
Breaking.
Bro, I don't even know what to call that.
Through.
Like breaking.
I'm trying to break through. We don't even know yet.
What up, Dean? How are you, brother? Feeling great.
It's noise. Just the move, exactly. A move, not our move.
Yep.
A move, not our move. Someone else's move. Congratulations.
Yeah, big congrats to those who took that. If that was part of your plan. If not, then not congrats.
How many contracts do you use for A+ setups? I mean, it's always different. Mine's going to be different from yours. So it doesn't even matter what my answer is. I use 10 GC contracts. Yeah, and then the B, I'll go 5. Funded accounts, I'll go 10 MGC contracts, right? And then 5 MGC. So you see how it's like my answer doesn't really help because it's always going to be different based off your account size. Always going to be different based off your account size and, you know, your emotional capability to handle risk, right? So it's always going to be different for everyone. But if you're trading like 50 to 100K like a funded account where there's rules on that, then I would say probably like anywhere from 5 to 15 MGCs, especially as the ranges remain big like that.
And if you have been watching the streams for the last couple days, like you would know the answer to that question on what to risk per trade. I won't give the gem away.
E-Tech.
Yeah, if you've been listening, you would know. But hey, man,
if you know, you know.
You do as well, you know. I know new people come in every day, so.
How could I pass a 100K 5%ers account? Just show up every day, look for good trades according to the profitable system, and execute when they show up, and don't do a thing until it shows up. I mean, that's how you'll pass a 100K 5%er account, a 50K 5%er account, a 100K top one, a 100K top step, a 50K top one, 50K top step. Doesn't matter if it's Lucid, if it's Tradeify, if it's Apex, if it's Funded Next, if it's My Futures funds. It doesn't matter if you're trading forex and it's, you know, Dominion funding or My Forex funds or FTMO, or if you're on a payout, or if you're, you know, in an evaluation, or if you're in the payout stage, or you're trying to trading a live account, or every day it's the same. Nothing changes, right? You have to know how to show up and take good trades and stay out of bad ones. That is how you become profitable. Simple as that. Simple as that. So there's nothing you do differently to get a payout. Nothing you do differently to get a funded account secured. It's all the same, right? If you don't know how to take good trades and stay out of bad ones, that you won't be able to make money. So once you learn how to, you know, stay out of the bad ones and only get into the good ones, now you're going to start to see some success. And some of you guys have witnessed that. The problem is some of you guys you've witnessed it and you're like, man, I want to get back to that. You got to stay on that, right? Like when you ever notice when you're only sticking to playbook setups, only trading with discipline, you ever notice how you make money and like all of a sudden you get a payout or you qualify for a funded account? right? So it's like, why not keep doing that, right? Why not stick to that all the time and do not deviate from it ever? If that's what gives you good results, then why would you switch up on it? That's like going against like your best friend or something, right? The plan is here to help you and be friends with you, and you're, you know, kind of making plans with it and canceling it. And, you know, how long are you going to keep a good friend like that? Probably not that long, right? So you got to treat it like a relationship. You know, the clubhouse pays me. I mean, the playbook pays me, right? So I'm going to make sure that I'm respecting it no matter what. Doesn't matter if it's on stream, off stream. Doesn't matter if it's Asian session, London session. It doesn't matter if I'm on a funded account, if I'm on a live account, right? It's the same deal every day. Is just coming in, respecting the rules, observing, and literally just waiting for something to fall right into my lap. Right? I don't have to go anywhere. I don't have to seek it too much. It's like, you know, the moves come to you, right? You don't have to go searching and seeking for them. So we laid our trap, right? And now we wait. And once we get something, we get a bite on the line, or we get a, you know, whatever, that's when we start to, you know, perk our ears up and get ready to take a trade. But until then, you just got to observe. You just got to observe.
Facts.
Uh, 9:30 it is, baby. 9:30. Yep. Is it possible to look for a pack in an overextended breakout? Yeah, you could. It's very rare that you'll get that at 9:30. Usually, if you do get it, that's kind of going to be the new direction, right? So it probably, you know, will move up if we go that far. So yeah, what I would like to see is a pullback here, right? So if we can get this candle to kind of pull back, leave a wick, get the next candle to move up, top wick, and then look for the shorts. Yep. And then if price moves too far down, right, then we can start looking for opportunities to go, you know, against that, right, off that support down there. So we'll see. Yep, there you go. Whatever works, whatever your best strategy is, that is, you know, just do it. Don't overcomplicate it too much. If it produces good results, then, you know, there's no need to complicate things.
Don't know what to do.
The no wick makes the market behave an unexpected trend. On the 4 hour, well, you know, we wanted to see the sells, right? We're kind of trying to pick those sells off of up here, but by the time this 4 hour candle closes, now like it closed right at basically a level that we wanted to sell at. Where was that? Somewhere. Where was that again? 4 hour, was it here? Yeah, I think it was over here. Yeah. So now, okay, we've closed at the level that we want to sell out, but what makes this difficult now is you need a top wick on the 4 hour, right? So now you get this candle that closes. It's very tough to take those sells or even anything without that 4 hour top wick. Even this, like I even seen that and let that go, because I mean I could have took this trade here, right, and caught the sells and came down last night in Asian off stream all by myself, right? But I could not take a trade without that 4 hour candle having a top wick, right? So I let that go, you know, just like I would in, you know, any of these sessions here. So until that 4 hour really made a top wick, there was no sells for me in Asian, which it never did make that top wick, by the way. 15 closed below. Yeah, 15 closed below, but I'll wait here on 9:30. You got basically, you know, no top wick too there, so. Yeah, I'll wait on 30 minute. 30 minute gives us volume. If this 15 wants to push down into support too, then we can probably anticipate something on the way back up, the 30 minute. No top wick on that 32. Trading and fishing? Yeah. Trading similar to a lot of things, man.
Facts, bro.
Would love to take a buy from the bottom, from down here. 06. That's at 1 hour.
Yeah.
Got 1 hour
Yeah.
support here too.
Let's see where we close here.
Yep.
It's pretty tough with those cells now.
Yeah.
In this on the 15, nah, not when it's already moved so aggressively, and the previous candle got no top wick, and you never had a 30-minute closure yet, and that 30 has no top wick. You very rarely catch me in something like this on the 15, right? Because I know that 30-minute candle's still open, right? I'd rather wait and make sure this candle closes below. Would have liked, obviously, it to close here, not way down here, but yeah. No, there's a wick. There's definitely a wick on the 15. Yeah, definitely a wick there. But the 30 still had no wick, right? And the 30 still never closed below the range either. So you don't have any breakout here yet on this 30-minute time frame. Yep. Had the same idea, sat on my hands in Asian. Yeah. Yeah, it was a good session, but ultimately couldn't get anything after that 4 hour there. $7 a.m. sells. Yeah, these weren't too bad. They just which ones? This one? I mean, you're just stuck in a range, so I wouldn't have taken it just because you're in a choppy range, but you had a resistance there. Dun, dun, dun. Support form at 06. 06 would be good, yeah. Yeah, we might have to let this run down and look for opportunities at 06 in 6 minutes. 7 p.m. 7 p.m. What time is that on the chart? 7 p.m. If it was up here, yeah, it wasn't a bad move. Yeah, I think some other guys took this trade too. I think I had a zone here. I think I had a zone sitting right there. It's like a 1 hour zone, right? Yeah, I was using that 1 hour zone there. So yeah, I didn't take that. All right, well, there's target tapped. We have tapped. All right, so we'll see what we do here. We got 5 minutes, 5:55 on the clock. So we've tapped support now. 7 p.m. 7 p.m. Which one? Yeah, I think it was that one up here, right? Yeah, a little pack. Yeah, it wasn't bad. I wasn't really paying attention to the charts at that time, but I did have a zone right here, so I didn't really bother looking into it. Asian session, yeah, Asian. That was like pre-Asian, yep. How come I'm not in the cell? The question is, well, how come you're in the cell? I want to know the answer to that. I'm asking the questions now. All right, congratulations, job well done. We all know that you made profits now. W day for you. Now let me fill me in. Why did you take a sell? Talk to me. Talk to me. Congratulations. I'm so happy for you and that you made some money here today. I remember when I first started making money trading, I wanted to tell everyone. But talk to me. Why'd you get into sales?
Hellas, brother. I think I heard Nick like a dozen times already explain why he's not in the cells.
The last
Just
20
a couple
minutes.
times.
Last 20 minutes. Hey, Nick, how come you're not in
Top
the
right
cell?
here.
After you explain it, that question comes in, it's like, fuck.
Fuck.
I will answer again. I will not go Raja mode. Yes. Yeah, sure. Yeah, so this is why we're not in the cell. I'm asking the questions now.
Money, man. Fuck.
You're 0 for 2 on answering my questions.
Yo, word. He
Someone
doesn't know why.
someone thought their stream was on repeat or it was glitching. That's how many times I explained it.
I'll answer the question for him. I don't think he knows.
15-minute breakout?
Bro.
No. He was out of his cell before the 15 even closed. I've been watching him.
Man got a bad win.
Maybe he has a valid reason. I'm just here to I'm just here to ask a question. I want to learn. trying to learn. Maybe I could have caught it if he gives me a good, logical, technical reason. Big fan, been following the live streams ever since 2023. Let's go, Bernard.
Hey.
W. Look at that dude, a
guy.
round of applause. 2023, the OGs are here. Let's get it.
OG.
Love that, man.
What's up, fellow OG?
Sir, what's up, man?
I appreciate your support from 2023, and I hope that, as you've been on these streams over the past couple of years, that they have, in some way, shape, or form, helped impact your life and make you better in some sort of way. Oh, waterfall. Gotcha. So basically you gambled and risked, whatever just to get a sell. Because I don't see any logic out of that. Waterfall, bro? I don't see the logic in there. That's not how 8-figure traders talk.
It's like,
I just want to know what the
the
confluence is. Obviously I see the waterfall, but what was your confluences?
bro, that's hilarious, man.
Oh, man.
Stuff's funny.
Oh, man.
How you doing?
Imagine how much more boring trading alone is. Like, you don't even get to laugh like this.
You're just sitting there thinking, oh my God, I just missed on that whole waterfall. All right, 1 minute now. We getting a closure, so we filled the entire range on the 15 minute. Yeah, let's see. Did we actually tap? Yeah, we just about tapped here. So let's see what we do down here at 04, 06, whatever this is, and yeah, 4,500 here. We're tapping into a major bank psychological number, so you never know what can happen here. Might get a big reaction. What year was I on Calvin's podcast? I don't know. We did 2 podcasts. So I'm not too sure.
But it's not there, I think so. It's weird.
2023 and 24.
Okay, yeah. So 23 and 24. Yep.
I think.
Yeah.
Don't go chasing waterfalls. Yeah.
What a banger.
Cam. Don't go.
Chase the waterfall.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, if it's a different system, that's one thing. You know?
Put the beat on, John.
Yeah.
Put the beat on.
We on the beat.
2023, we had 20 plus winning streak. Yo, dope. I remember. We had a lot of winning streaks like that. All of a sudden, we lose maybe 1-2 trades, and next thing you know, dudes were betting the house on the next like 10 trades because it was like, all right, people would actually. I remember we would start winning, and we'd win so much. We do a lot of winning, like Trump, a lot of winning. We do the biggest winning, and we were winning so much that people were actually hoping, myself included at times, that we would take a loss so we can kind of get it out of the way. It was epic. And then like you would see us lose like 1 maybe 2 trades, and then boom, right back on that win streak. So that was epic. That was during like the first couple months of the streams, man. I mean, I was on fire too at that point, so it was like I was excited about starting the new stream and earning some stripes, and it was epic. Epic.
Wild, man.
People are like, yo, I'm hoping he loses this next trade because I'm just trying to go back on that win streak. Like, yo, we're still on the win streak. Right? Let's keep eating. But
enjoy the ride,
it was
man.
funny. It was funny.
When does it stop? Oh, man. Bro, look at that daily, man. Wonder if you're just coming back down here.
I mean, that's what we talked about that in Asian session last night.
Same in
I was
London,
a big fan of that move right there happening, and even when that 4-hour candle way up here, I mean, we were trying to get it here, way up there to be able to come down, but just couldn't put it together. By the time this candle closed, we were way down here. 1 hour, had almost no wick, doji, no wick, and then consolidation, and here comes your next big move there. All right, 9:30, bring in the heat tiers. Nothing I could do here at 9:30. It's just that's your first 30-minute closure below the range, and not looking good. So gotta let it run.
Nope.
Unfortunately. But it
And
ain't
let
over.
it go. Now let's see, but what a bleeder here. Finally out of the range though.
Wow, look at this thing.
Finally.
Look at that 4-hour range, man. Finally out of that. Maybe. We haven't even closed yet, so we never know.
Come back into the range.
Yeah, but
Yeah, you do never know. 28 minutes.
nah, for real. But if you do get out though, that'd be nice.
Yes, sir.
How'd the Nasdaq do at 9:30? Let's take a look. Let's see.
Like just a minor liquidity grab.
Yeah, nice breakouts here. I mean, you're gonna move a lot at 9:30, so looks like we're trying to pick a direction here on the 4-hour. Either way, yeah, look at that beautiful pack running up. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I think we're bullish here, most likely, especially as this new 4-hour candle closes and whatnot. You get a new support right at support, so it'd be much easier to go long here after 10 a.m. Especially if that 4-hour closes like that. The other option here on gold is as well. So you have a new 4-hour candle opening up on gold in about 25 minutes. So the thing is, like, if we start rejecting here, right, very high chance that we could start to move up. Number one, to pull back the current 4-hour candle, right, and bring it back up. Number two is if let's say that 4-hour candle closes here, you're also going to probably need another move up for that new 4-hour top wick. So I'm still interested in potential inverted selleries off of a big rejection on the 15-minute time frame for price to come back up, right? Especially if we start rejecting this zone here, in which it looks like we are, and we start really closing weak or even bullish, right, above that area. That's where I think we can execute on a pullback. It's going to be counter trend. It's going to be a little risky. We had no doorway in on the way down, so maybe we can, get some rejection out of that candle. See it close looking something like this right here. Boom, big rejection, and then buys on the break of the highs here for that last 15 minutes of the 4-hour to see if we can get that 4-hour candle to pull back.
It's all risky.
It's all risky. Hey, give me 1 second. I'll be
Jim Rohn.
right back. BRB strat.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Let's wait on it.
Johnny, my man. What's up?
Oh man, Magnus was popping, brother.
You going gym today?
No, not today. But I'll do calisthenics here though.
Oh, at home? Yeah,
Yes,
nice.
sir. Yes, sir. You already know.
How's the weather over there?
It's good, man. It was hot. It was actually hot yesterday. It was hotter here than it was in Florida, if I'm being honest. But
Insane.
it's just like a heat wave for the week. Like after the next couple of days, it will the weather will be back to being cool and stuff, and not as
okay.
yeah, man.
Yeah, I get it. Like, what about the humidity? Is that like the same, or is it like?
Nah, it's definitely less humid. Than.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, for sure.
'Cause Florida is like insane.
Yeah, because even with this heat wave, to be honest, like I was outside walking the other day or yesterday, and I was thinking like I'm hot right now, but I'm not as hot as I was in Florida. Like I could feel like the less aggressiveness of the sun.
Yeah.
So
feel
yeah,
you.
yep,
Cool, man.
yes sir, brother. How have you been? Good.
Yes, sir. Incredible. Always.
Yes sir. Beautiful. Yeah, where's the new mentorship on the waterfall strategy? What's up, the
Yo,
whole thing, brother?
Waterfall guy. What should we do right now? It's time to sell still or buy? I don't know.
Yeah, teach us that strategy, man. That waterfall strategy.
I gotta know.
Yeah.
I gotta know.
Thanks, bro. What's good, Richard? How you doing, brother? What gym am I gonna be using while I'm up here? I'm not too sure, actually, man. I haven't decided. I'm actually thinking between like a couple of them, like 3 of them. So yeah, I'm still thinking, but I'll definitely be able to find one. Yeah, I paused my other membership in Florida, so I'm ready to go down here.
Yeah, Daniel, without like a topic on the 1 hour, it would be great for some buys coming back up, but still now, like we're bleeding off here. So let's wait and see if we get some rejection from the downside or whatever we'll do. Otherwise, the new 4-hour time frame will close here in about like 24 minutes. So that'll bring a lot of direction here too.
Yes, sir.
And a clean range.
Yep. What's up, Amy? What are we looking for here? We're looking for the buys coming back up, right? The 4-hour has pushed down, and we have tapped into a targeted area as well as on the lower time frames. So we know that if we're tapping targets, we could see a rejection, right? Also, on top of that, the new 4-hour candle is going to open up. Going to need to make a top wick and stuff. So now if we can get the playbook setups on the lower time frames, like an onion or inverted celery, right now we could take that buy coming back up because we got clean range now to the left thanks to that clean move down that just happened. So yeah, everything's looking pretty good here. Just got to wait for the confirmation setup. That's it. Can Nick keep talking like Trump? Yeah, he really getted it for real.
Bro, he's better. He's better like talking like me than I am.
I know. He's good at like accents, right? He's good at like talking different.
Man does a better voice, the Magnus voice than Magnus's voice. What? How you doing?
I know.
Why?
He comes off the airplane. How you doing? In like jeans and Timberlands. It's like, yo, what is that? It's like, oh, these are the Denmark versions of Timberlands. I'm like, whoa, okay, let's go. Let's hit the gym. Them joints help you
Right.
leg press better anyway.
That's
Now
funny.
I know why you got the boots. Now I know the
yeah.
leg press. Yo, that leg press
Exactly.
crazy.
Leg press and jeans.
Yeah.
What a combo.
Bro was playing pickleball in jeans.
I did, bro.
Now
Yep.
you're
Man checked up and said, all right, check. A basketball game in full-on denim jeans and boots. Checked up.
I
All right,
know,
check, bro.
hilarious.
Yeah. That's epic. That's epic. That's like your forever uniform now. I think
Literally,
everyone in
yes,
Florida
yeah.
was like, is that guy wearing boots?
Didn't have that drip, bro.
People in Florida don't even know what boots are, bro. They don't even know what those are. Like they never like. I feel like they never have a reason to wear even shoes for that matter.
I kind of feel it though.
My kids actually look
I do.
awkward with shoes on. That's how much they wear shoes. Like these guys never. My kids don't even know how to operate when they're wearing socks. They start slipping around. They're like, "What the heck?" Like in Florida, you can legit stay barefoot, 24/7.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I guess you can. I mean, yeah.
All right, 20 minutes, 15 really, 5 minutes on the 15. I mean, I would be open to the 15 closure here, so we can maybe see a pullback on the 4 hours. So let's see about the 15 closure. If not, we could always wait on the 30-minute possible inverted celery, catch a new 4-hour top wick, and then hopefully that can do it for us. Or, you know, we just have to wait for the pullbacks to go down. You know, some sort of a move back up maybe, resistance formed, and then we can take more sells. I don't make the rules, G. You know, it's just the market. It's just how the
Bro,
market
it's
rolls.
That right there, I would love.
Yeah, this would
Yeah.
be great. I wouldn't mind the buys going up, but this would be preferred.
Yeah, buys back up, not bad.
Yo,
For
do
what topic?
you want to see a closure above that support zone that you got? Like-
I'm observing kind of, you know, like
I'm looking at that.
I'm deciding right now about just watching this candle on whether or not I want to use that or that. So
Gotcha.
I think as of now I'll be using this, but
Gotcha.
yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
Cool. Just
The
want to hear your
98
thoughts.
level there. Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, it would be
Nice.
nice to close above, but at the same time, I also know if we do close extremely weak here, and that 4 hours opening up, it's likely to make a, you know, a top wick now. So I would say buys back up towards like 45.18 would be great, and then just get the
I
hell
agree.
out of there because that's where
100%.
Yep.
the next waterfall could happen. You know, all of a sudden the
100%.
waterfall come through again.
So an inverted waterfall up until like 18.
Yeah, something like this on the 30. Right?
Oh yeah,
Take-
money.
take the buys and the break of the highs here, and then we close partials at 45.18, and then see if it wants to run back into the range, you know, with a runner.
Yep.
But the reason I want to close partials here at 18 is because if we are going to kind of pull back, we're probably pulling back somewhere into that zone there. So if we can get that's the only push we need right there, boom, and we can keep it pushing at that point, right? And then start looking for potential selling opportunities, right? If we still want to take a trade up here. And then once that happens, you know, now you'll have this potential wick to fill, and this is where you should get that second waterfall, so to speak, right? That second big push down after the market retraces and, create some structure there. And look, it doesn't have to do that, right? Market doesn't have to create structure. It's just when it creates structure, it sets up a good trade for us. And we're looking for a good trade, so that's why we're talking about it. But the market can simply just keep going and going and going all day long.
Nope.
Yo, we're about to use that. We're about to use. Actually, we've been using the waterfall term. What am I saying?
It's not a
gonna be
waterfall.
New playbook
heater.
setup. Inverted waterfall, yeah. Johnny Gems going to the gym. What are you doing, John? You going to a different gym
Yes,
now
sir.
over there?
I haven't decided which one though. There's so many. So yeah, I'm still thinking about which gym to go to. But yeah, I am definitely hitting the gym down here. And today I'm just doing calisthenics. 10K steps, of course.
Non-negotiable.
It's a non-negotiable 10K steps a day.
Yep, same.
That will give you something to do in your day as well, chat, honestly.
Some be so bored they sit there and scroll. It's like, bro, you're up 3K steps. Go outside.
Yeah. All right, at least get 8K steps in. I mean, come on.
But I'm up 10K.
Bro, at least 8.
You got that scroll going. I've been scrolling. I'm on a run here. My eyes are I'm just about blind. So once my eyes give out, then I will stop scrolling. Some people, I look at them, I'm like, damn. Like, they don't stop scrolling until they can't see anymore. Until their eyes are no longer functioning properly, right? And it's like, all right, oh my God, I got to give this a break. It's like, what? I seen some family at the restaurant the other day. Little girl just got the tablet underneath, spilling all the food, looking down the whole time. My goodness, the hump on her neck, this poor little girl's neck in about 10, 15 years is going to be unbelievably unhealthy for her. It's crazy what I see.
Wow.
Just down, just eating down, looking down. It's wild. Got food spilling all over the iPad.
Wild, man.
Done.
I see it here too.
Yeah, you see it everywhere, bro. It's an epidemic.
It's an epidemic, sheesh. And God bless them.
Mom and dad are on their phones too, so it doesn't help.
Yeah.
I actually felt bad because it was mom on her phone, dad on her phone, one daughter on her phone, and then the other daughter was just looking around.
Oh
I said,
goodness,
that's
man.
the glitch right there. She's gonna go do amazing things.
All right, man.
Nah, that's wild.
Nowadays, you gotta have those phone boxes, bro. At
Gotcha.
home, you got a box. Put your phone in it and put the box away, and go about your day.
I got mine right here. Look, little
No.
phone box. Toss,
smart,
Toss
man,
all
bro.
the phones.
That's how you gotta handle that problem right there.
I got 2 phones. What do I need 2 phones for? Right? I'll put them both in the box. Get them out of here. Get them out of here.
Yeah, man.
That's what your mentor says, the waterfall? Let's go. Let's go. Who's your mentor? So refreshing to hear another parent who thinks the same. Yeah, my kids don't even really, I mean, they know what an iPad is, but they don't have them, or they never, ever like use them in the house. Like, my wife has an iPad, but like the kids, they don't even know, I mean, we go out to dinner, they color. Like, right? It's like we were kids, we didn't have no phones or iPads, watch movies. What you need to watch a movie for, dude? We're at dinner. Okay, putting on a full-blown movie. What?
Watch a movie at dinner
We're at
is
Chili's.
crazy. That's next level.
Can't even talk about that.
Yo, what?
Yeah, man. It's kind of sad, bro.
Nah, bro. Nah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Kind of bad. It's not gonna be pretty. Not gonna be pretty in the future. especially even yourself, myself included. Never mind your poor children. I mean, please don't even let your children look at short form content, but like short form content is going to ruin everyone's brain, especially kids. Especially kids. Let's go. We got a lot of mature parents out here. You know, it's easy to give it to the kids and escape, right? Get a break and whatnot. And I get that, you know, especially like if there's, you know, certain, I mean, you got to feel for everyone that's kind of caught up in the matriarchal system out here. Like it's really not even the parents' fault. I mean, again, where you are in life is your fault regardless, but it's like the system, right? The original programming is so programmed against you that you now just think, you know, stuff like that is normal, right? Just normal behavior to do that type of stuff. But you know, it's the big thing. Everyone's doing it. Everyone's doing it. Don't worry about it. Everyone's doing it. Like, remember what Mr. V told me? Look at everyone, observe them, and do the opposite. So that's what I tend to continue to do.
Exactly, man. Earl Nightingale said the opposite of courage is not cowardice, it's conformity.
Yeah, dude. Yep.
Facts, bro.
Love that line.
Same, I love that.
Stay strong, baby. Stay strong. I got my kids watching I Love Lucy. No. Yeah, the only cartoons that my kids watch, so we used to let them watch like Paw Patrol and some of those other ones, but I personally, I don't mind Paw Patrol, but it's a lot of the other ones, and they're just very high dopamine, a lot of stuff going on. So actually me and my wife have transitioned, and we only put like either educational things, like even like animal documentaries, or we actually let them watch some of those slower cartoons that like were in the 90s pretty much. Yeah. My kids be knowing about the cartoons that they're like, "Daddy, did you watch this one when you were a kid?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's the one I watch." Even schools, yeah, and also even schools are on screens now too, where you don't really want, you don't want your kids on screens like that. You guys know what I did, right? I showed them the kid who was watching the screen all the time, and the parents like colored black all over their eyes, so it looks like they watched the screen too much, right? That their eyes turned black. And Alea was like freaked out about it, so she's like, "Yeah, I don't want to do that." So now she's like, "Yeah, I don't want to look at that screen too much." There you go. Yeah, Max and Ruby. Yeah, that's one. That's the otter one, right?
Max and Ruby.
Yeah, they've actually been watching that one here and there a little recently. You have Franklin. You guys remember Franklin? And what was the other one? Little Bear. Yeah, Little Bear, Franklin. Yeah, those ones. Yeah, too much stimulation. Yeah, exactly. I mean, most of the time, like, we just have them play with toys. Like, it's like, all right, if we got you that toy, start playing with it.
Yeah, because then they can at least use their mind.
Yeah, we also have them set goals and stuff for toys now too. So they know they can't just get a goal. Like, there's got to be they know they can't just get a toy, right? Like, it's got to be earned. I mean, at the end of the day, it's got to be, earned. So we have little goals that we set with them, and they're happy to clean up, and they're happy to do the right things because they know, all right, I might get a toy out of this. All right, here we go. Here's our rejection. So we've got 9 minutes. We want to see this 30-minute closure just like that, or better yet, a little bit more bullish, right, and closing above that little zone there. So just got to wait it out, man. The fish are there, but we need one to bite. Yeah, Little Bear. Yeah, but even those, we don't even want them watching TV at all like that. So that's just here and there.
Let's get outside, exercise, and play, have fun.
Yeah.
That's what kids are doing.
Yeah, we go to the toy store and we start freaking people out because All of a sudden, you got little Timmy up there screaming, "Mommy, mommy, I want it, I want it, I want it, I want it," blah, blah, blah. And then she gets it. And then you got Alea over here like, "Daddy, Daddy," pulling on my leg. She goes, "Can we set a goal for this one?" People are freaked out, like, who are these people? Like, what? So it's like, it makes a massive difference, as you can see, just in composure itself, right? And again, everyone wants, and even us as traders, right? You know, you guys that overtrade and over risk, you were probably that kid. You were probably little Timmy. I want it, I want it, I want it, right? But imagine if you were programmed to stay composed, know that you can't get something right away, that it has to be earned, there has to be some sort of, you know, give and take, and you move about your business like that. Imagine knowing that from a child and then stepping into the markets at 21 years old or something. I mean, oh my goodness. You'd probably be rich before that, right? Because that composure will, you know, will get you places. You know, the people are freaked out. The guy looks back. One day, the guy looks back. He goes, I seen him like when they walked away, he started talking to his wife, and I know he was saying, did I hear what I think I heard? Like, did that 5-year-old just say, like, can we set a goal for that? Like, it was insane. But yeah, man, you know, you got to do things differently. You know, thanks to my mentor, he taught me about all this. He taught me about how to, you know, if you don't program your kids, you know, the world will, right? So either way, they're getting programmed. So it's either by you or the world. But we're in the world, but not of the world. In the world, but not of the world.
Same thing with us too. Like, if we don't program ourselves to think a certain way, then something else will program us, you know? Like, that's why it's like that one saying, it's like an empty mind is like the devil's workshop, you know? It's open for like useful play, you know? Like an empty mind, like that's why you got to fill your mind up with knowledge and gems, right? And goals, because if you don't, then someone else or something else will, you know? And who knows what that something else is. So that's why I'm making a non-negotiable as well. And I learned this from Nick, making a non-negotiable to like either read a chapter of a book or 10 pages of a book, or listen to an audio, you know, like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30-minute audio, and encouraging audio that is filled with positivity. If you do that, I mean, think about it, like your mind's going to be a winning mindset, right? A winner mentality when you do that. So I encourage y'all to do that.
Got to protect your children. Got to protect your children.
Protect your children's mind and your mind.
I mean, just think about it, right? Family of 4. This works really well, but not for them. It doesn't. So what do? Oh, let me draw the misses. Maybe you got a boy and a girl, little cute, awesome kids. This works really well, but not for them. So what do? They take dad, they move him over here at his job, right? They take mama, they move mama over here to her career. I got a great career, right? They move the kid over here to daycare. The other kid, they separate everyone, right? And now look, dad goes this way every day. Mom goes this way, and the kids go this way. And yet you're struggling to build a family unit. You know why? I think I just explained it. Right? And then they all come back for about 2 to 3 hours worth of time in the night when they're all stressed out, and here we go. You know, and then let's go to bed and let's do that over again. So it's no surprise why families aren't holding that unit like they used to, or that structure. It's no surprise why mom and dad aren't the way they used to be, and they're not pouring into the kids, right? This is what trading did for me. Trading did this for me and my wife. We said, screw the career, screw the job. That's our dream. It might not be yours, right? Screw the daycares, screw the schooling for that matter. We got this, right? We want to teach our children what principles and morals that we want them to have. We don't want to leave that up to the government or the government programs or the school systems or whatever the case is, right? Me and Anna always wanted to move together, right? We didn't want to go different places. We wanted to work together, stay together, and then build a family. And that's what we have done, right? But you cannot do that unless you learn a high-level skill set, like trading, for instance, or you own a business, or you know, you're doing something other than trading your hours for dollars. Right? Because if you're trading your hours for dollars, then what's required to make money? Hours, right? So you only got so many hours, number one. Therefore, you can only make so much money, number two. Now you're limited, and now they got you right where you want them, or right where they want us, right? Dad over here, mom over here, kid over here, kid over here. crappy food, no money. Crappy food, no money. Keep the peasants broke. Keep them
Bad
dumb.
programming.
Yep. And keep
Negative
'em right
programming.
there. They want us. They call us peasants basically, and they want all the peasants dumb, broke, and unhealthy. So you have to step up, right, and begin to make a change for your life, right? And as the man or the woman, you got to make that change, right? So you got to be the one that steps out of the box, steps out of that circle and says, you know what? I'm creating my own pocket economy. I'm no longer going to count on the government. I no longer care about Derek Jeter because he's not going to come retire my wife. He's not going to put my kids through whatever they want to go through. It's up to me, right? And once you realize that, now the ball is back in your court and you can go do something with it. Is it going to be tough? Hell yeah. Are you going to have to start from nothing? Yup. But is it going to be worth it? Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So don't fall in the trap. Many of us are in the trap, but there's a way out. There's an exit strategy. You just got to plan it and work it properly.
We glitch in the system. Let's go.
Sorry, did I say too much today?
Glitches.
Yo, are we on YouTube? Oh, no.
Oh shit.
Yep. And nothing wrong with, again, if you like your job and your career and you both have successful, hey, success is different to everyone. Again, me and my family, we just wanted to, pour into our kids, be the ones that taught them, what perception to have on life and whatnot. And that was just our idea, our decision. So not everyone has to do that, but I see what I just drew out happening very, very often out there. Very often.
So true, man. All of it.
Yep. Great reminder. Now in time for this closure.
Exactly.
Perfect time for us to wait for this beauty.
I have to be more
That's
respectful.
an important reminder right there.
I think I need to enlighten. I think I need to awaken. I think the truth hurts, but in the end, it sets you free. So I don't think I have to be anything, more respectful. I want to, again, I'm not really down on jobs. I'm just up on freedom, right? I don't care. If you want to work your job, that's great. As I mentioned, hey, if you love your job and love what you do, hey, build a trading business on the side. That's even better. You got 100 grand coming in from your job, 100 grand coming in from trading. Life is good. But I'm talking to the ones who want to be free, who want to take control over their life, who want to own their own time, right? And that's mainly the crowd I'm speaking to. But yeah.
Yes, sir. Johnny, you looking at buys?
Yes,
Possibilities. All right, so we got a closure coming up here. We are going to need a new 4-hour top wick here. So let's see if we can get a good bottom wick on this candle, and then a potential break of the highs will probably get me involved here in these buys. And this buy is only to come up towards let's see here. What do we got? So if we're going to retest, let's say 33, I want to at least take partials somewhere around 20 to 23 here. So let's see if we can pull back a little bit, get a nice down wick, and then look for some opportunities here. Yeah, we got a new 4-hour candle. So all right, let me just get set up here on my live account. So the 4 hours opening up here, right? So remember, what can you tell me about the buy and the flip? What can you guys tell me here? We want to get in for the creation of the low or the break of the creation of the high or the break of the high? Attaboy. Attaboy. Yep. So we want a top wick first, right, on this candle, and then we want to set the buy stop because we don't want to get entered in just for that candle to make a top wick and then start heading back south here. So we need to wait for a high here. Then once we get that high, we can have a buy stop on the break of it. Let me just get myself organized over here. One sec.
Yeah, 4-hour close right at that support too.
Order
Yes, sir.
filled.
But we need a high, low, or a top wick on this candle here. That'd be great. If we could get a top wick, re-break lows or something, this would look incredible.
Exactly. Yep.
So are you not looking at previous candle highs as entries?
We'll see. We'll see. We might get the wick, and then we can use that wick. And if not, then yeah, the previous works. It's a 65 pip difference. That's crazy.
Wow. I know. We got a 200 pip
Whoa,
break.
really?
Yeah.
Stops are 200 pips potentially.
Yeah, stops gonna have to go below the range. Yeah, it's like 200
Damn.
pips there. So let's see if we can get a decent top wick on this candle. Maybe we can have a better entry if we can kind of wick up first and then we move the order to the break of the current high. So let's see if we can get that too.
Since stops are back in the range too, I also don't mind using that previous candle entry as well.
Yeah.
Because we're using like
Setting
stops
it
back
right
in
now. Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Let's see what happens.
Message. Clip
You
it.
got chat. You got mail.
You've got mail. That's what happened in the last 40 or so years. Mom always stayed at home. Yeah, man. Yeah. It happened recently. Anytime you have a big awakening, right? A big awakening going on, they will throw, you could see it coming from a mile away at this point.
Literally.
Bring on the yapping, baby. There you go. Perfect. Yep. Break of it.
Maybe even a celery closure here would be fine.
Yeah, that'd be good too. Yeah, that'd be real good. Where are the stops? The stops will be kept below this candle's low, somewhere back in this range here. So you may need to size down slightly because the ranges are massive.
Which stops you said you had?
Probably
Below
somewhere
85
back,
there?
Yeah, back below the lows here.
Oh, okay, like current lows there.
Yeah, like 200 pips.
Yeah. Even that's like 200 pips. It's wild.
Sheesh. Yeah. Yeah, but I was thinking the same.
Need to look for the Kareb Fibonacci. I bet you it's somewhere right here. This is probably the 50% level, no? Where it depends on what time frame we're moving this Fibonacci from, but yeah, I mean, I could see probably 61.8. Let's see. If we pulled the Fibonacci from here, I would say 61.8 and all that. It's probably somewhere right around these levels. Right around the levels that we want to take some partials in. Somewhere around here. 61, 50. Let's see if I'm any good at the fib. Oh. Fib. Oh, we got to go from the downside for sells. Are you talking about sells or buys? Buys or sells? Sells or buys? But, yeah. Oh, 61.8.
Bro, you can almost see it.
This
like...
guy knows Fibonacci too? Holy, without even looking? Wow, son. Who is this guy?
Holy smokes.
All right, perfect. So let's see if we can get this top wick here. I'm actually going to have a buy stop on the break of the highs regardless here. So, yeah, I got a buy stop. Break of the highs. Let me get this set. Perfect. Okay, cool. Yeah, I like this move coming back up.
Order filled.
Back up to, hey, Linda. Back up towards probably that like level here, like 45.26-ish is where we can look to maybe take some partials. Yeah, and then maybe back in the range for full TP. So let's see what we can do here. Let me just do this. Sell limit for 5. All right, cool.
Yes, sir. Probabilities.
Now we place the trade in probability. So my stop's going to be back below the range here. Partials is going to be sitting up here at 24-ish. And then full TP somewhere back in the range. Back in the range. I think I want to take more here, though. Probably about 80%. All right, cool. All right, let's place this into the hands of probabilities.
That's it.
TP is going to be somewhere back in the range, roughly like 45, 40-ish. 45, 40 looks pretty good for price to come up. So let's see what happens. We broke the high here. We made a low. Let's see if we can keep pumping up and get ourselves some partials and then, get back into that range there. We got a 4-hour candle that needs a top wick, so let's see if we can keep moving up.
Sir.
4-hour candle closed at any support here or no? Yeah, kind of rejected support. Cool.
Yeah, I seen that 4-hour closer at support. Yeah.
Let's see. Put the Fibonacci away. Hey, yeah. We need that. We need that. But this is just simply an onion play based off of the 30-minute time frame, based off of the 4-hour candle moving back up, tapping into support, or at least creating a a steeper 4-hour top wick. And we'll see what happens here. The Fib King. Wow, yeah, I didn't what's it called? The pips, the ranges.
Yeah, they're big.
Are just
massive,
insane.
bro.
Yeah, right.
Massive here.
What do we
Order
got?
field.
Auto field. Dun, dun, dun. Current candle stops or previous. I have like stops back in the range, so somewhere around like 44.92 is where my stops are going to be sitting, pretty much below that low there. So I can't use this low, but I'm going to use that low over there to the left. Dun, 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 dun. Can you explain why I didn't close above what? Oh, above this? That's because we're looking at the 1 hour here. I'm sorry, the 15-minute. So you got the 15 closure back above. Ideally, if we remain above this 99 level, this is where you're going to, see price continue moving up. So we'll see if we stay above here, but my stops are going to be somewhere below 92. So I'm not really going to try and hang in this trade super long if we start breaking through those lows there.
Give it some breathing room, that's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's all you could do. But yeah, of course we can obviously move down, right? We can move up or down here.
So chat, it's always a probability. It's never guaranteed. Always a probability.
Always. Breathe air. Breathe air.
Breathe air. You got your detached size on, you're completely detached from the outcome right now.
That's true. Why buy here? We're anticipating a pullback. Yeah, pullback. So you're counter trend trading here, right? You're trading into a potential pullback. So that's why we're taking the buys here. We feel like the 4-hour has tap support. We also have a brand new 4-hour candle that opened up. That 4-hour candle needs a top wick, right? Again, it might even move bullish. For all we know, it might move bearish, right? But we know that it did tap into support, that we have a 30-minute, nice 30-minute onion play here. We broke the highs. This is a trade that we take all the time. 15-minute closed, back above, and now we're anticipating that these other time frames, right, start to move bullish to give that, number one, that 30-minute a pullback, but also that 4-hour a new clean top wick. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Just like you have to wait to get in a trade, you got to wait to get out of a trade.
Sir.
Why didn't I sell earlier? I had no area to sell. Yeah, there was no spot for me to sell according to my entries and stuff. What risk? I would say, just average risk. I think I went a little too heavy. I forgot the stops were like so big. So I probably went a little too heavy on my XFA here, but we'll see. New 4-hour top wick? Yes, possibly. Exactly. We retested 97, which is pretty much what we wanted to see. So let's see if we can stay above that now and continue moving bullish. Moving my stops a few pips under Nick's. Yeah.
Smart.
Interesting. Bro, that's like betting on you winning after a few losses or something. back then on stream.
That's true. In this case, it's not the smartest though. I'll be honest, because that's the 4-hour low, and if the 4-hour low gets hit and it starts driving, it's likely to take out that next 10, 20, 30 pips too.
True.
Do I ever look at the 5-minute? Not for entries or setups, no. But sometimes I will for like stop loss placement. But in this case, I don't really see a good, stop loss placement on the 5-minute. Yeah, B risk, counter trend. Yep. Yeah, you could do that too. Yeah, kind of banking off target tapped, counter trend, top wicks. You're going against some of the time frames, so you want to go like, yeah, B risk is probably pretty good. Boom. Just use the previous lows. Oh my goodness. 1,000 pips. Oh no, not bad. 500. Average R I'm aiming for, like 1 R is fine. 1 R, that's good. Even less. For me, I'll close partials here at 26 if we can get there. Close partials at 26, basically close 80% there, and then just let the rest of it run back into that range if price, wants to go that way. Partials. XAU? Yeah, the thing is, if this candle closes below that range, you don't want to be in, right? Because then that's likely to be your 4-hour top wick. The reason I get aggressive here is because the 4-hour has really kind of pushed down very aggressively at this point. So you can maybe anticipate that steeper top wick, or even the 4-hour has been moving down from up here, right? So, or potentially even a 4-hour pullback here. So one or the other, right? But, at the end of the day, we're counter trend trading, and we know the risk we're taking on. Usually enter after a candle has a top wick. I did. Yeah, I did that. Same thing here. Nothing changed.
I entered off previous too.
Yeah, I took previous stops there too. All right, let's see if we can pull back from here. That's a good enough bottom wick, I would say here. Gold. Sheesh, I don't even know if my XFA can handle 2,300. It's like 230. My goodness. You never know. This account might even blow.
Yeah.
Doom, 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 doom.
Wow.
All right, we get a closure there on the 15, I believe. So not the best closure. 15 bearish closure here. So yeah, we'll see what happens now. You guys can manage too if you like. If you don't like the way that 15-minute candle closed, you can always manage a trade too. It's just completely up to you at this point. You kind of got no bottom wick, so yeah, I'd like to leave it open a little bit. We got this wick over here to the left that pretty much is all all we got there. Other than that, it's just candlesticks. So there's no other real potential stop other than that.
Yeah. Seems like that 15-minute closed fast.
That was quick 15, eh?
Yeah, right?
That was the fastest 15 minutes of my life.
How much time was left on that 15-minute? Like,
When we entered, I don't know.
yeah, I don't know. Definitely not 5
A
minutes.
good,
but
I think it was like a
seemed
good,
like
9 minutes or something.
yeah, right.
The candle below support. Which one? Which candle? 30-minute, yeah, look, the 30-minute did close below that support over here. Yeah, it closed right at it. But
The
I
15
personally,
minute close above though.
I personally like the I like the 15 here. And again, I like the idea of the 4-hour candle maybe rejecting. 1-hour candle also starting to reject. Big rejection off of that candle, right? That rejection gave us a 30-minute pretty strong support, right? With a decent rejection wick to the downside. So plus the 15-minute closure looked great for that 4-hour candle to pump up towards like 26 and make itself a top wick. I still like the trade. Unless the 30 starts closing below, then the trade, in my opinion, still on. "15-minute break of the highs would be incredible." My account has what? Callus? With the callus? It's getting
It's like
tough.
gone, I guess.
That's funny, bro.
It's getting tough. That's what I
Excuse
see.
It's getting tough.
It's getting hot in here.
I'm not gonna sing the next line.
My stop loss is wrong. There is no right or wrong. There is no right or wrong.
Certainly not.
Remember, everyone's got a different system. Everyone uses a different stop loss technique, entry technique, management technique. There's no right or wrong. There's right or wrong according to, but there's no right or wrong. Should he close half? I personally would wait on the 30 closure before any type of management here. But that's just me. Have you guys noticed that we get quieter after a trade? Nah, man, I never noticed that.
Breathe air.
Never.
Breathe air.
Breathe air.
I mean, if you understand probabilities, if you're got a good size here on this trade, you're good. You're chilling right now. Ain't no quaking for you.
Facts. Very true.
How do you embrace certainty? Uncertainty by understanding probabilities. That's the best way to embrace uncertainty. Because guess what? We're gonna deal with uncertainty. As traders, we're in an uncertain environment. So gotta have that probability mindset to survive in these markets, no doubt.
Yep. All right, so this could be a 15-minute top wick. This could be, this 30-minute trying to flip up. We just got to wait it out here. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. I'll tell you, though, if we get another 15-minute candle closure back above the range, that sets us up unbelievably here. At that point, you'll have a second range 2 breakout, so to speak, and then, price should move up at that point. We'll probably stay in drawdown for a little bit for a bottom wick, but yeah, if that 15 can close above, that'd be epic. We're focused. Yeah, you can close half. Did I answer that? You can close half if you like. I'm gonna wait for my. I'm gonna wait 9 minutes on the 30-minute closure for any sort of management. So if I get stopped out, that's fine. If we hit TP, that's fine. But I'm not gonna do much until this 30-minute candle closes here. All right, 15's breaking the lows here. All right, can we survive? Can we survive it? Gotta manage your breathing. There you go. Do we get
order
it?
filled?
All right, I'm out. All right, I'm out. So we went against the 4 hour, and we get stopped out here. So The move looked good. The 30-minute close strong with the rejection on the side. Our issue, I think, is we did close below that range there, right? So was more so anticipating the move back up. I mean, we could still get the move, right? This candle can still move back up, reject the lows here, but yeah, we might just continue to rain down on Goldie today. Yeah, first buy position taken in the last 2 weeks, I think, as well. Yeah, so there's an opportunity, right? If this candle closes below, to switch up your bias back to bearish, right? Now that that top wick is formed, liquidity is grabbed. We were the liquidity today. So every now and then you are going to be that liquidity, right? And today was our day. So we'll have to take that loss. Yeah, we'll have to take that loss.
Sorry, brother.
Third loss of the month. Linda sounded angry there. Yeah, Linda did sound angry.
On to the next.
On to the next trade.
Sir.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Let's see here. Yeah. All right, let me explain why we got in, right? So we had the we have this daily candle, right? That was respecting the lows. I mean, I guess at the moment, right? 4-hour candle closed bearish, right? We kind of moved down pretty heavy, right? We filled the wick to the downside. 4-hour candle came all the way back up, right? Big rejection, looking for a top wick out of this next candle. 1-hour candle also had no top wick on it, also filled the wick to the left-hand side. 30-minute end up rejecting, closing back above, right? You had this 30-minute here, no bottom wick, big rejection to the downside, right? We wait for a lower wick coming down into these levels. We break the high. We were clearly the liquidity here at this point, right? So got tapped in and price ended up moving down. Will we continue down? We don't know, right? We don't know yet. There's more support here. There's a lot of rejection here. So nothing says that we're actually going to move down. We could reject still, right? 15-minute closure above. We look for that opportunity. And yeah, today just probabilities on the other side. So I'll take that. I can handle a loss. And we move on to the next trade.
Yes, sir, brother. That's it. On to the next. Great trade.
Yep.
Remember, you follow your trading rules
I think
in the day, it's a W.
I think looking back, we probably maybe could have paid a little bit closer attention to this and waited, right, for that 30-minute candle to close above the range. But that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah. But we had the 15 candle close above.
Yeah, I know.
So, you know, this thing drives up, and then we're being like, amazing trade.
Yep.
So it's like, can't really, you know, we had all the signs to get in. Can't really say much when you lose.
Nope. Just like we don't jump up and down when we win, we will not dwell on our losses, right? We just keep it
Like-
A+, keep it professional, and just, you know, move on to the next best trade.
Facts, bro. It's like I've taken this trade so many times in my life, and it's won so many times. So you can do it.
W patience, yeah. Hey, we went against a heavy downtrend. You know, we knew that. You knew that. I knew that, right? You pressed your button. I pressed my button. It is what it is. It is what it is. You can't be mad, right, if you press the button.
That's what I say.
Yes.
Deep probabilities. Gotta understand that before going into the trade.
Yes, sir. Exactly. How do we deal with uncertainty? Understanding probabilities.
That's it, bro. Sir.
I'm just happy my account didn't blow.
Yeah.
I don't know how much room I got, but not that much. Good thing I'm in decent profits.
You're gonna watch Nick's story later. Just prepare for that being made back.
I don't know. I got stuff to do today. I might have to wait till tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Or Asian
Then
session.
tomorrow, then.
Yeah.
Back above look good.
But hey, what's one thing I do know?
Low key, bro.
One thing I do
Yeah.
know is I will get it back, right? No matter what. There hasn't been a loss in the last 6 years that I didn't get back.
That's facts, bro.
5 years, 5 years. Button pressed. Hey, you chose to press the button with me, buddy.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, now you're gonna say, man, this guy, you know, he sucks, and let me go find a new mentor, and then you're gonna spin around in the circles and circle. That's true.
And then that guy takes loss, and you're like, nah, hell no, screw
He
this.
sucks too.
There's one thing about losses, they are inedible.
They're guaranteed.
In every system. They're guaranteed in every system. Can't avoid them.
Can we take a sell? Let me just double check here. Let's take a look. Let's get rid of all the lines here. Let's look left.
Perfect.
All right. So 4 hour bearish. Let's take a look here. Yeah. So 4 hour close at support. So 1 hour also. Let me see something here. 1 hour is clean for the most part, but again, this is like your 4 hour support level that we're running into. 30-minute, you may get the closure below in about 2 minutes, and there could potentially be a wick fill, right? Could potentially be a wick fill coming up right here, right? Especially if we want to continue that downtrend, that 4 hour being bearish, 1 hour being bearish. Although we did close at that above that 4 hour support, right? If you keep making the structure now, which you're kind of doing here on the 30-minute as well as the 15, then it could possibly move down. But yeah, it doesn't even look the greatest to move down though on the 15-minute. I mean, that previous 15 closed with no bottom wick. We're not getting that much volatility, right? And you know, if you get a closure back above, I mean, I still like the buys, right? I still like the long position here if you close back above. I really don't even like the shorts. We're at a 4 hour support, right? You close back above like this, buys should continue to play out here, right? I think we were some liquidity there at the moment. The 4 hour needed to get down, but you know, there's not the greatest setup here, right? When it comes to this 15-minute time frame, although it looks good, right? You may get this candle to pop back up here, close above the range, you know, and then keep moving bullish, right, for that pullback. So yeah, we'll see. I still don't really like the sells that much, especially the way this 15-minute candle looks. So yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, that's what I think about the sell. So unless you get a good healthy candle on the 15, then you know that'll close up to 30 nice and healthy, but man, not looking the best either.
No. So chat, what would hurt us the most is not this loss. Like, this loss doesn't hurt us, right? What would hurt us is revenge trading and making this loss into a bigger loss. That would hurt. And that would suck.
Exactly. Dun, 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 dun. Have my Bitcoin. Pull out the Bitcoin. Let's see. The account survived. All right. Some of you guys are still in. Very nice. Very nice. Why didn't I take the sell at 9:15? No top wick. All right, no top wick. Very little top wick here, which wasn't probably the worst, but no top wick here. 30-minute candle was still open at that point. Not the best playbook setup. No confirmations. Plus, he had already moved so far. 9:15, yeah. So the 30-minute candle was chopping around here. At that time, you had a big range here, and you never had any sort of closure. Ashman, yo, why are you hating, bro? Don't you come here every day to learn? Can't be hating, man. It's just one trade. You gotta calm down. Composure,
Bro,
brother.
you
Composure.
sells here too? Like, I mean now, just not like before, but not like now.
What do you mean?
Like 30.
Yeah, like
30,
these cells? Yeah, these aren't bad actually. Yep.
Yeah.
Ashman always asking questions. I'm always giving him good answers, learning so much, and then just kicks you when you're down. My goodness. My goodness. Come on, Ashman. Do better. Do better.
Ashman, bro.
The crocodile
Kicks you when
pattern.
you're down.
Yeah. Crocodile pattern's coming. Yeah, I'll be honest. I mean, if you close back above on the 30, I'm giving these a second shot.
Yeah, range 2?
Yep.
For sure.
But we'll see. I'll probably let the sells go. I don't really like them. So I'll probably let the sells go. I think we're going to reject out of here. I'll possibly wait for potential for another buy, maybe.
Yeah, like 1 hour inverted celery, 30 above range will be money.
Yeah. That's messed up. Yeah, that's messed up. All right, one more chance. I will give these buys another shot if we get a closure back above, if we get a nice little fake out here. If price wants to go down, I'll probably leave that. I'll probably leave it.
You're poor.
Let's see. All right. What about the candle that closed below support on the 15? Yeah, the sells could play out. You know, they could definitely play out here. I think I'm gonna leave them, just because this candle has no bottom wick. This one is whatever, and yeah, I probably just leave the sells here. They could fill the wick though for sure. I just think we're gonna reject. I mean, everything says, you know, 4 hour closed above, 1 hour closed above. You already rejected that main zone down there. 1 hour is given an attempt, right, to push bearish. We could still rally all day, right, and just move down. But I think this closure back above is not bad at all.
I agree, man.
That'll be a range 2 breakout as well. Dun, dun.
I never like just jumping back in either. You know, after just
you gotta wait a minute, because think about it, everyone. Your emotions are a little going, right? You just took a loss. You're kind of upset about the loss. You don't want to get right back into another trade immediately. You want to give yourself 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes before just jumping right back into another trade. That's how typically the winners will get their loss back fairly quickly, and the losers will just dig their hole deeper.
I think one of the best things to do after a loss is like walk away for a candle, you know? Like go away from the desk. Let a candle close.
Yeah, 100%, man. I agree. Let a candle close. Oh.
Done. Tell them, High Life. Tell them. I got a positive result on that trade. I set my TP 35 pips, took my 150 to qualify for a payout. There you go. You know, some people lost, some people gained. Yeah.
You just never know.
You just never know.
Just never know.
What happened to George and them? I have no idea. They just bounced. They never hit me back up. They just no idea where they went. No idea. Ashman, where are you?
Interesting.
The best idea is to develop and practice your strategy. There you go. Your strategy. Keywords. Keywords. All right, we'll see if the sells play out here. You got a 30 closure, right? You got the liquidity up here, which we know well about. You got the 30 closure here. You do have a wick to fill, so I can see it happening. I mean, we missed all these sells here, right? So why sell down here at this point? I still think we can reject. How come I'm still using it? I don't know. Top Step, because it's a nice platform to stream and draw and make sense of the price. Yeah. We silenced you. Oh no, he's back. There he is, the Ash the man. I called him Ash Man. My bad. Ash the man. You have been unsilenced. All right, give me 1 sec. I'll be right back. Let's see how this candle does. If we can close back above here, I may be open to giving this a second shot here. So we'll see. We'll see. There's a lot that has to happen. There's still 20 minutes on the candle. There's still 8 minutes on the 15-minute candle. So yeah. Yeah, give me a sec. I'll be right back, right?
Cool. There. So, chat, how we feeling?
Pulse check. Pulse check.
Not
All right,
for no
I'm back.
beer on the chat. Oh, you're back. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Did I take it? Yes, sir. I took it, and I was happy to take that. You know, that's the question you have to ask yourself before entry: is the trade worth the loss? You know, everyone thinks about winning and making money, but it's like, is this trade worth the loss? And will I be okay losing on this type of setup? And I asked myself that before I took the trade, and I answered it, and I said, yeah, this is worth the loss to me. So I did take that, and I think those are some great things to tell yourself, right? 2 things to tell yourself, chat, before your entry is: 1, is this worth the loss? 2, this is just a probability, right? It's not a guaranteed. So that was how I trained my mind to think in probabilities, because there's no way you could be a good loser and embrace uncertainty and losses without thinking in probabilities. So I didn't think in probabilities when I first started, right? I had to train my mind to think in probabilities. So what I do, right? Well, how do you build the muscle? With constant repetition, right? So same thing with training the mind to think in probabilities, constant repetition. So every day before entry, I'm just like, yo, it's a probability. This is not a guaranteed, right? And doing that every single freaking day, right, is programming my mind and thinking probabilities. So at this point now, right, like 5 years into my trading, is everything's a probability. So I always tell myself that, and that always helps me. And if you're looking to become a good loser right now, really apply what I just said, because that's going to help you become a good loser. Because you got to be a good loser to survive in this game. You know, just think about it. The system produces losses. So what are you going to do when you take a loss, right? Because guess what? A loss is going to happen when you trade the system. So what are you going to do? Are you going to quake and just revenge trade every time and just continue to rinse and repeat that cycle of failure? Or are you going to actually learn to think in probabilities and embrace this stuff and actually become a pro trader and be meant to handle these markets, right? Which one are you going to do? So, yes, sir. Gotta always think about it.
One thing to do too is just zoom out and just look at the bigger picture, right? You're most likely doing extremely well in your trading. You most likely have put together a really good month so far, right? You most likely have had a good year. So just chill out. It's just one trade. We got to move on to the next, right? So whether we made a mistake, you know, waiting on the 30, whether we, you know, kind of maybe should have waited on that, jot it down, move on, and that's all you could do. Otherwise, other than that, you kind of have to just, quit trading basically. So, or quit the strategy or quit the system, and then guess what? You'll have to go experience all this in another strategy, in another system. So, you know, you take what you get here, right? Probability game.
Here, brother.
Probability.
That's it.
Let's see. Just wanted to take a trade. Yeah, you shouldn't do that, J Trades. Don't you? I wouldn't just take like if we're a random stream to you, don't just take a trade, right? Like just try and take a trade with us. That's, just follow your system. Just if you got a profitable system, follow that. No need to go on a streamer's trade and trade his trades and try them out. And right, if you're looking for a good system, that's one thing. But if you already got something going, don't go to a random YouTuber's trade and, just take it. That's not that smart. Let's see. New here. Hey, welcome. Clubhouse? Yeah, hit ! Clubhouse, and then you can kind of read up about it. All right, let's see, man. Let's see if we break the low, grab some more liquidity, and then push back up here. We got 19 minutes on the 30-minute closure. That's probably, the last shot for me. 30 closures. What's the platform I use to journal my trades? I was using TradeZella for a while, but now I use a journal called Trade Set. Yeah, it's clean journal that we came up with here. Kind of geared towards the playbook and all that. So it's pretty nice. Yeah, I was using TradeZella for the last couple years, but recently moved over, put this together for pretty much our own traders. Trade set. Are you guys using trade set? Clean,
Oh yeah,
clean
you
journal.
bet.
Yeah, if you
So
guys
nice,
aren't using
man.
it, I think you can put I think you can hit like exclamation point journal. Yeah, and then that'll bring it up. But yeah, we've been using trade set for a while here now, so it's nice, man. I got most of my trades kind of moved over, but you know, there's still some more that I got to move over. But yeah, it's pretty cool. You kind of go in there, you have your own playbook and whatnot, and you can check your analytics. There's all your trades, different prop firms that you can use. You can track your prop firm progress too, with how much expenses you've put in, right? How much payouts you've taken, how many losses you've acquired, all that stuff. We have a live capital where you can do the same thing. You got this journal here where you can kind of journal some of your stuff for the day, which is always nice. I don't know if you guys use like paper or whatever, but yeah, there's a couple cool things in here. Personal growth and development, where you can track your growth and development. You can pick some books out to read. So it's a pretty sick journal for the most part here. So it's going nice. You got the little watermark going in the background, which is ill. You could take it off if you want, but yeah, it's a clean journal. Trade set, exclamation point journal.
Really sick.
Why do I feel comfortable with sells? I don't feel comfortable with sells unless we were selling from the breakout up here. This was my target, right? This was the move I was looking for. So why would I want to really sell too much down here when my target has already been tapped? So I'm looking for possible pullbacks still. I think I might have been a little early, which again, it happens rarely, but it happens from time to time where I'll be a little early or a little late, just like you guys. And yeah, it's okay. Life goes on, and if we can get a closure back above, we give it a second shot. If not, then we call it a day, and at some point later we'll get the loss back, or tomorrow or something. No big deal.
Imagine we won every trade.
That would be epic.
Damn.
You guys would be so
awesome.
happy. You guys would love me. Nice, Joe. Yo, best of luck to you in your trading journey. Yeah, best of luck to you. Just take it serious, treat it like a professional. Be mature, be responsible about it, and I don't see why you wouldn't be able to do well in trading. Good old paper and pen, baby. Paper and pen. Yeah, if you guys are not journaling your trades yet, I highly recommend you journal your trades, whether it's in TradeSet, TradeZella, whether it's pen and paper. I highly recommend you start jotting down your trades, making sure you know what you're doing, right? Like this trade, I'll be able to go back, I'll be able to look at it. I'll probably say to myself, yeah, you know what, maybe that 30 didn't close above the range. I probably could have did a better job there. Maybe waiting on some sort of candle closure back above. Yeah, that's probably what I would look at here. But all in all, right, we closed back above the 15-minute, and the 15 is really what we wanted, because we wanted to instantly get involved on that 4-hour top wick. So this is like a scenario where we didn't really want to wait too much, because our idea was to counter trend it, right? So we wanted to trade against the trend, knowing that that's probably going to happen towards that opening, right, of that candle. So therefore we wanted to get in right off the 15, get a chance to get that push, right, and then get out up there. So yeah, it's just different scenarios, require different approaches and different entries and all that. But we were early today.
And it's like so easy to say shoulda, woulda, coulda after, things have happened. You really got to always go off what you have seen before things have happened, because everyone could say shoulda, woulda, coulda, after that. So
Exactly.
and the best way to avoid saying shoulda, woulda, coulda is to just plan your trade and trade your plan. And we had the idea about the buys from the start. So
Price back above now though looks pretty good.
yep.
Hey, at least you guys, I doubt any of you guys lost more than 10,000, did you? Real cash, not on your demo account, not on your funded account, right? So if anything, I think I lost the most here. I kept roasting the guy who won about the waterfall and never roasted him. I said, why should I take a sell? Explain to me why I missed a sell. Never once roasted. Done for the day, gonna wait for Asian. Good idea, good idea.
Yes, sir. Asian have a lot of clean range now.
Yeah, it should.
Yep.
It should. You never explained. Yeah, I was just looking for a explanation on why I missed the sell up here. So I don't know what roast you're talking about. A roast. Oh, 800 on a fake combine. Nice. How many of you lost 12,000 hard cash? Anyone? Anyone? Real money.
Bro, people don't even have that.
That's like a whole life savings account.
Never mind losing in one trade, bro.
No, that's
You guys
too
are
funny.
quaking, losing on a demo.
No crying in the casino here.
We're getting Trump is seeking
Nah,
revenge.
that's funny.
Most of y'all lost $49.99. Stop playing with me. Yo, Green, that's hilarious.
That's funny, man.
Yo, y'all lost $49. Damn. Playbook 4.0, yeah, the waterfall setup. Yep, it's coming. Yes, sir.
Exactly, K Sourcing.
Lost the combine, so like $90. Nice.
Yes, sir.
It's
Don't
okay
pop
to-
one? Yeah, we are.
I'm still waiting for you though. Give me the confluence to miss the move. That's what I want to know.
There is nothing missed.
You're right. It is
Just
okay to miss a
noise.
move every now and then, but I don't think we missed one here today.
I don't know. I didn't miss a thing.
When we lose, I like it because it brings out, like, you know, you just see the like, you see how like 90% of the people are extremely composed, but then you got some others that like stick out like a sore thumb. So it just kind of like exposes, right, those that just aren't ready to win yet, and that's fine. You know what I mean? I'm still gonna love you, still gonna be here for you, still gonna show up tomorrow, still gonna teach you how to trade, right? Still gonna give you all my wisdom and knowledge and stuff like that that I've, you know, kind of gained over the years. But, you know, you got to tighten up. You know, you got to be much more composed after a loss, for just a few of them, for just a few people here too. I'm super proud of everyone else who's just standing on business, taking their loss, and, you know, moving on to the next trade.
Yes, sir. I'm proud of y'all.
The other ones, you guys stand out like a sore thumb. You know what I mean? So it's like you get exposed OD. And that's fine. You know, again, I was like that too when I first started trading, and, you know, when I didn't know what I was doing, and I was just looking for, you know, a streamer to make me money, right? And then I imagine I got mad at him for taking a loss when I'm over here trying to get him to make me money. So, you know, I was like that too in the beginning, and then I you know, started to learn. Didn't even lose on a demo.
Yes, sir, Tyler. We're still blessed and highly favored.
All right, doesn't look like we're coming back up here. We got 9 minutes though, so
Maybe not. Peeking at that
you might
30
have
celery there.
Yeah, you might have this little 30 celery going on too. So
Oh yeah, I'm with that.
let's see that daily again. Daily, 4 hour. Yeah, we'll see. Professional revenge trading coming up.
Professional revenge trading. I like that.
Let's see.
Yes, sir, Vicky. Let's get it, man. Good to have you here. Vicky.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was basically what I made on Sunday. So Sunday I made 11,000. Today I lost 12. It's not that big of a deal.
That's trading.
The next trade I'll win 10,000. Right? And then I might go on a win streak. You know, then I might win 10,000 and 5,000 and 5,000 and 10,000, and then, you know, I'm sure next week or the week after at some point I'll run into another loss, and that's just how the career goes. You're still in. All right.
Still in?
Holding strong. We really
Yes,
didn't.
sir.
How much more did we drop? About 60? Yeah, about 50.
Not much.
Yeah, not that much after stops. Just couldn't, you know, just again with stops being like 250, 30 pips or whatever that was, you just, I mean, you get to a certain point where it's like, all right, I can only risk that amount.
Right.
Still in, let's go. If you're still in, we're rooting for you. Even though we might get a 30 seller here, but let's go.
I hope we don't then. Or I mean, I hope we do, but yeah.
Personal account's going good. Going good. I took a $60,000 withdrawal last week on Friday, so that was nice. That's my second really big withdrawal from that account. So, yeah, like I took like 120 grand this year. 120K
Nice, man.
on live accounts, probably like 9,000 on funded. Not that much on funded, but
So you made like 150%. And people ask, is it really possible to make like 5%?
yeah, we started with that. We started with 50K, I think, right? Or was that 30K? I think last year was the 30K start.
50?
Yeah, 50.
Oh, yeah. Sick, man. Yep.
Yeah, so I've been pushing through. I'm having a great year. Having a real good year. It's just one loss here, you know? That's all. This is my third loss of the month. How many
Literally.
losses you take this month? 1, 2, yeah, this will be my third, possibly my third red day of the month. We'll see. Oh, you entered when I was in drawdown. Hi, cheeky. Yeah, system can handle the loss. Yeah, exactly. Boom. All right, well, let's wait 5 minutes. We'll see how this goes, right? Because you might have a 30-minute celery, a 15-minute onion, right? Kind of closing below the range here, and possible wick fill here. So maybe price just wants to keep going down.
I like this. Yep. Exactly. They still young. You gotta stay in the fight. You never know, because you might start a red, but that doesn't mean you'll finish red too.
Sir.
Oh yeah, you're actually right. Yeah. So you made like 240% of that live account. 240.
Nah, I think I basically got it to 50, and then made like almost 120, and then took a withdrawal, went back down, built it back up, took another withdrawal. So basically, I've only really made like like 120, so 60 at a time. From 50 up to like 110, 120.
Nice.
Losing is a state of mind. That's right. Probably would have had some more top step withdrawals too if they didn't do me dirty, which they still haven't gave closure to that. So we'll see what happens. They're probably like, "You were done with this guy." My course, I just have a course inside the clubhouse. Let's see. Off
Bro,
stream.
what I love about
Hey, you never know. I don't know. Today, the probability of me getting this back off stream is gonna be pretty low because I'm pretty busy today, and I kind of gotta get moving after the stream. So we'll see. But if an opportunity shows up and I'm at the desk, you know I'll take it.
Better go watch it if there's a story from Nick's too. You see that notification pop up, you better go in.
After we take a red day, by the way, our red days get the most views. So sometimes I like red days because they make me relatable. They show that I take losses. They show that like I'm just a normal guy, right? Day trading, and just happen to have 2,000 people, 2,000 eyeballs on me, which is fine. I'm fine with that. But at the end of the day, I'm just a normal guy who takes losses just like you. You know, take a loss here and there, take wins here and there. As long as it keeps me profitable, then I keep trading it. 2,000 people, 4,000 eyeballs. Might not be a red day. You're right.
Maybe not. We'll see.
Ashman, I don't really pay attention to other traders. That could be an issue of yours too. You know, you're paying attention to 4, 5, 6 traders. It's making you say all sorts of crazy stuff out here.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's following me blindly. I think they've been following me for about 3.5 years. Where is this guy? Who is this guy?
Bro, I've never seen Ashman before. Man comes in, goes full rage.
Yeah.
Yo, Maz, let's get this man in the gulag. Come on, bro.
I think he's got to go to the quake yard. Grown man getting put in timeout, unfortunately. My goodness.
Like, what?
Ban that
You
guy.
have plenty of options, bud. You got about 9 traders that you're watching right now. Just stick with one of those guys. This strategy is not for you. The stream is not for you, bro. Man's back for the quaking. So I'm coming back.
But like you said before, like losses, they do expose, you know, the last 10%. If that trade would have won, it would have been a whole different attitude. You know, we wouldn't hear anything about that.
Oh yeah,
It's
if
like
that
the
trade would
last
have won, I would have been
I
would have been like God today. Oh my God, Nick Stewart, you're the most amazing, incredible trader. My God, he does it again. You know, so I understand
Exactly,
that. I've been doing this long enough to understand, you know, these type of things.
So yeah, exactly. So like again, you know, loss is just expose the last 10% of the 100. You know,
Yeah.
those who aren't ready to win. So
Yep.
I mean, yeah, you see it again and again. It's not a lot, but there is that 1 or 2.
And I'm here for that 1 or 2. I really am.
Yeah,
you know,
of course.
because I know that
I'm a pray for
mindset
them.
and that mentality, it will never produce winning. You know, so
Never.
I'm also at the same time, like I don't take anything personally. I want to see if I can help that individual. I mean, I'm way beyond like the opinions of others, right? Mattering. So it's like, okay, why does he have that opinion and can I help him? Because chances are, like, if you're following 9 other traders and you're doing 9 other strategies and you don't like losing, right? Chances are that's not going to produce a profitable business. So, you know, I'd still try the best I can into handling it well and maybe seeing if I can give them some type of direction, but sometimes it don't work. You can't save everyone, you know?
You just can't.
Bro.
God can't steer a parked car.
No. Hey, Gold, what the hell was that?
Look at the doorknob. Gold's tripping now.
Gold,
Yep,
Love
look,
you.
broke the lows here. Broke the lows right there. Broke the highs here. So a lot of choppiness now.
A lot of nothing.
Well, I'm done. Bradley was like just chilling as a celery pattern for like 15 minutes and
I
then
know.
like
Literally, bro.
minutes, he, like went back above. That was funny.
Bro,
Hey,
I
Gold.
was ready with
Love
sell stops, getting ready here.
Yeah, bro.
Thing
Yep.
just popped
Like,
up
I
last
gotta wait.
5.
May not have to wait till Asian here, but
Yep. So the real sign of a good trader is that composure, right? How well they can kind of stay composed and get that loss back. So I'll guarantee you guys, you'll see me get this loss back, whether it's with you or without you, off the stream, on the stream at some point. But there hasn't been a loss in the last 5 years that, you know, I haven't gotten back. So, you know, as long as you have a profitable system and you follow that system to the T, you'll get it back.
Yes, sir.
Charts are getting hot. It's getting hot in here.
Yeah, bro.
Is anyone else getting hot, or is it just me?
Bro. I need to do some calisthenics and go outside for a walk, bro.
Yeah,
I think we all need a
few
little
pull-ups,
movement.
I mean.
Yeah. Come back for Asian, get this thing back here.
All right, listen to me. We took a loss. It's A-okay. I know there's a little drama today. No biggie. Just understand. Stay composed. This is trading, gang. Welcome to the game, right? You're going to lose trades. You're going to win trades. Let's keep following the system. Just, you know, stay composed, my friends, all right? There's another session coming up, Asian session. Try not to do too much damage, right, throughout the afternoon or until Asian session or the next big session. If the opportunities are there and they present themselves, by all means, right? Get in that trade. Run that trade, make sure it's playbook, make sure the probability's there. If not, don't fret, don't worry, don't cry. Have a great day, right? Go out and enjoy yourself and come back later, right? You lost a trade. So losing a trade doesn't mean you're a loser, right? You just lost a trade. It's one trade. We will come back in the next session and look for more opportunities to not get a loss back, but to take another great trade just like we always do. All right? Cool. All right, let's do it.
All right, man. I appreciate it.
All right, gang. Hey, hope you guys have a wonderful day. Many, many blessings to you and your families. I hope that the loss here and the whole just conversation around today helped you out. Again, it shows you more of the reality of trading. You can't win all the time. It shows you that I can't win all the time. Even I'm gonna look left at times and be like, damn. You know what? Maybe I should have waited for that closure above, right? So I'm human just like you. We all make, you know, those little losses here and there, but it's not enough to take us down. All right? We'll get it back. Love y'all. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. John and Magnus, thanks for coming by.
Of course, man. Appreciate you. Have a wonderful day.
Yes, sir.
Life goes, baby.
Life goes on.
Hey, yeah.
Right. Have a great day. Love y'all, and I'll see you guys in the next session. Peace out, G. Adios.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let go, let guy, let go, let guy, let go, let guy, let go, let guy. Come on, God made rivers, God made lakes. God made me, so you gotta pay my rate. God got holy Bible pockets on me, thank God we straight. Even though I might pull up late, I ain't never too late. I'm saying my grace like God is great. Decorate this ice like birthday cake, just tap to the food, I'll make my plate. I don't mean to be rude, you freak your face. Pull up in the church in a rave. You know what's going on like Marvin Gaye. I keep on K, just pardon me. You new to the game like Shawshank. I gotta let go like love, forgive me. You know we in the house. We gotta go up like chimney. It's not just on me, it's in me. Devil, you can pull up in the hood if you want to. South Park, who killed Kenny? Father, Son, Holy Ghost. You don't want smoke with any. With any. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let go, let God, let go, let God, let go, let God, let go, let God. I need bass, attention on me, call me bae. Money bass, it took my soul, you buy me bae. Greed and sway, lowly, humble, which one lasts? The demon stepping, blew them thing back like Christmas past. Let go, let grace, let go, live life. Can't help myself, you took them stripes, you took my strife. How I can't forget them folks, but try to leave my way. I mean it, Memphis Rocky, hear your father, turn your cheek, don't fight. I'm rapping my tail off, I'm shipping the mail off. I'm getting my prayers off, taking my hands off. I wake in the morning and get out the box like Kellogg's. So much from day to day, feel like a featherweight, gave it to God to take care of. Hey, few, I let go, let God, let me go catch my red eye. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let go, let God, let go, let God, let go, let God, let go, let's go, let God. I am KB, that there 1K, tell them twin identical. Pride on minimal life behind these bars, my album criminal. I can't do subliminals, what you think is not this critical. Watch out, it'll go. Christ gon' trump your candidate, body in this political. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. I go petro, metro, retro, then I escrow my residuals. It's too formidable, them golden idols pitiful. I'm burning calves like elliptical, this is typical. Keep it minimal, teach you how to boy. I'm out here giving clinicals. Go hard as bicentennial, nothing mythical, need no Tell them how it is, I don't beat around the bush. Yeah, made it look easy, wasn't easy as it looks. Nah, hill got steep, we ain't need a little push. Back up, hard to believe you can see under the hood. Go ahead and look, yeah, let's go. Roll up in a new one, sounding like a bazooka. See me and they froze, I'm calling the whip Medusa. Willy Wonka paint, they saltier than Veruca. Even with a new tux, promise it wouldn't suit ya. Whoa, put my family on the payroll, I can't do this on my own.
Said they had a message for me, told them leave it at the tone.
Nowadays I spin the globe just to see where I should go.
Hey, the kid is hopscotching, doing numbers on the road. Doing numbers at the shows, put your number in my phone. I don't miss, I just reload. If I did, I might explode. Got the glue up on the door, guess I'm sticking to the code. Think I need it, but I don't. Got these bars all in the whip, yeah, it's like I'm on patrol. Got my hand on everything, it's never out of my control. They've been giving me some praise, if you do, I'm not opposed. Not the one that you should worship, I got someone you should know.
Tell them how it is, I don't beat around the bush. Yeah, made it look easy, wasn't easy as it looks. Nah, hill got steep, we ain't need a little push. Back up, hard to believe you can see under the hood. Go ahead and look, yeah, let's go.
Pull up in the old one, looking like I'm a no one. I don't got a dress to impress, they already know us. Know a couple cold ones, take one to no one. Only ever call when they need me, I ain't a tow truck.
Heard you got 2 favorites in your phone cause you don't have time.
One is for my girl and the other for the tax guy.
Multi-million ops and megabytes, you know I'm that guy.
Probably got 100 milli sitting on a flash drive.
Whoa, yeah, this got me in the zone. Now I'm coming for the throne. Guess I must've overthrown. Now they blowing up my phone while me tossing them a bone. Everything they getting told, always going over heads. Damn, must've overthrown. Hesitating, no I don't. No, my feet are never cold. Even when the ground is froze, I'ma keep them on their toes. They been giving me some praise. If you do, I'm not opposed. Not the one that you should worship, I got someone you should know. Tell them how it is, I don't beat around One girl really understand me. 2 phones, this one for the family. 3 cars, none of them a Camry. Foresight, even when I can't see. Let's go, hey, yeah. Count me out, now I'm counting up. Want me down for the count, but I'm rounding up. Up the mountain, what you mean I don't amount to much? Copy everything I do, I show them how it's done. Talking on my name, that's the usual. Don't like what I'm doing, that's okay, the feeling's mutual. I don't want these people at my funeral. Nah, smiling to my face, but what you hate is inexcusable. No security, this on attack, dog. This really the view, it's not a backdrop. It's not. This really the show, it's not a flash mob. It's not. Getting lapped, yeah. Did it off a laptop. One girl really understand me. 2 phones, this one for the family. 3 cars, none of them a Camry. Foresight, even when I was down, but now I'm up. Yeah. This all God, this ain't no love.
They know.
I used to be stuck in that mud. Yeah, I was down, but now I'm up. I was down, but now I'm up. Yeah, this all God, this ain't no love. Yeah, I used to be stuck in that mud. Yeah, I was down, but now I'm up. I was down, but now I'm up like my name Lazarus. No Satan gon' be mad at this. I had to ask my dad if it's okay to swing my bat at this. He said, boy, if I picture this out of the park, moving so quick, it's like they stuck in park. They see the numbers, but I see the heart. 10,000 hours you spent in the dark, putting in good work, even though you didn't even know that it would work. Talking about a man who grew up in woodwork, do it for the love of it, that's the way it should work. Yeah, yeah. I know some people gon' look at me crazy, and I'm like, for what? Man, I was stuck, I was down, but now I'm up. Yeah, this all God, this ain't no love. Yeah, I used to be stuck in that mud. Yeah, I was down, but now I'm up. I was down, but now I'm down. Now I'm up like a seesaw. When I'm on a beat, like an old man's lawn, better keep off. From the ground to the treetops, got clouds on my feet like Jack in the Beanstalk. Jumped off quick, went straight in a free fall. Cowboy hat and the mic singing yeehaw. Landed on my feet like a feline, put him back in the seat like a recline. Ay, what you mean I'm not worthy? Did it with a purpose, didn't need a permit. Digging from the bottom and I brought it to the surface. Mind your business, now who I worship. Who the little guy making big moves.
tick-tock, turn it to a tick-tick-tick boom. Yeah, I talk a lot of stuff, probably thought it was a bluff, till I went and turned it where I was down, but now I'm up.